Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.
It's Wednesday, you mother effers. Welcome to SEN Live. We are here to have a really good time today as we are on the precipice of Christmas Eve, which is tomorrow. So this is Christmas Eve we are celebrating today, having a good time. We got ourselves a great crew of people here to hang out, talk about the entertainment news, make you laugh. It's pretty light on the news. So just now, wake your brain up a little bit. Start thinking about some topics, some controversial stuff, some fun stuff, some cool stuff you want us to talk about and answer. We will do it here on the show. Thank you so much for joining us here. Thank you to Christian Harloff for letting me sit in. I am the outlaw, John Rocha, and I'm joined by Brett Sheridan down there. How are you, Brett?
What's up, world? Remember that old Good morning, people of the world, I think was the name of the film.
Right.
Doing good.
That works. Absolutely. Wearing a sports jersey, Alex Marzoña trying to rep for the Timberwolves. The opening day of the NBA. What's up?
I got my Rubio jersey on.
Nice.
Ricky
Is he
Rubio
still there?
Marco.
Yeah, he just came back.
What?
Ricky Rubio. Hey, shut up.
Sorry.
Ricky Rubio just came back,
Marco
and I can finally wear this jersey again.
I love it. Ricky Rubio dishing it up. Can't shoot, but he can sure dish it.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to Ryan Nelson, who was in there in the full Christmas spirits. How are you, Ryan?
Addition, I've just been eating cookies the past couple of days, John. Woke up, did my annual or my daily Sudoku puzzle, made some cookies, and here we are. SEN is live.
Live, absolutely. And this is not the only crew that's coming in today. We also have Kate Mulligan coming in about half an hour, and Mark Ellis will be joining us at some point in the second hour to hang out with us as well. But as always, ladies and gentlemen, the Streamlabs Super Chat Schmoedown is so important as we go along, and there are two goals today. I'll let Brett take the first goal. Brett, what are we doing at $500, man?
Listen, guys, this is a big one. I don't know if you want to call anybody that's overseas and isn't awake. For $500, my son has agreed to pop his head in and go, oh, hey. So I don't know. If that isn't worth $500, I don't know. And I just got the response back. I said, will you actually do it? And he said, fine. So that's big. That's a big response.
It's that cameo.
Absolutely. And this is from the chairman himself, Christian Harloff. He says, there's slim pickings for news, ladies and gentlemen, but have fun with free agency talk. So Schmoedown free agency talk. We can get into that if you guys want to send in some questions. You know I ain't never short of opinions on the Schmoedown. And certainly when Kate comes in here, she's a manager. She'll have some things to say. Brett being a part of the den at this point. Alex Marzoña, Ryan Nelson. Not sure what their exposure to the Schmoedown or thoughts on it are.
I'm in the den.
We'll hear from them. You're in the den? Yeah, okay. And listen, at $1,000, if we get to $1,000, we will put the Zoom link in the chat and bring a fan on for the last 10 minutes of the show if we get to $1,000. I had a bunch of people in my show last night on the Outlaw Nation channel. We had an Outlaw Nation holiday party, 2020 holiday party. We had like 10 people
Dale Paradise
in
donated
rounds.
$50.
It was a lot of fun.
Happy
Dale.
holidays, SEN crew.
Happy holidays, Dale.
Holidays.
Thank you
I
so
just
much.
realized I had the waiting room closed. So if we put that in, everyone could have joined for a second. But locked again.
All right,
so there we go.
all right. But anyway, it was a lot of fun last night bringing people in, hearing their thoughts, so we can do that today on the show as well for anybody who wants to come in. But that's only if we pass the $1,000 plateau. We'll bring in a guest on for the last 10 minutes of the show. So that'll be a lot of fun. So we're starting off already at $50. So let's keep it going, ladies and gentlemen. It is Christmas Eve. It is the spirit of giving. So hang out with us. Send in some Schmoedown Super Chats and Streamlabs, and we'll talk about anything you want to talk about or answer any question you got. And I saw the Schmoedown backstage last night. Ben Bateman, a lot of cross words from my manager, Tom Dagnino. I might have some words to say depending on what questions you ask about free agency. I've had some few calls. I've had some managers pipe in. I've had some free agents call me for advice. It's a very interesting time right now, ladies and gentlemen. Don't let them fool you. This is a sports league. This is a sports league. So All right, let's get into it. Alex, what do we got first, my man?
All right, after her star-making performance in 2017's Logan, actress Dafne Keen was expected to continue her role as X-23 in some way in the X-Men world. But with the Disney acquisition of Fox, those plans were put in jeopardy, and Keen does very much hope that the character can show up in the recently officially announced Deadpool 3, which will be R-rated. Dafne Keen can be seen in HBO's His Dark Materials, which was recently greenlit for a third and final season. Rocha, as Disney plans to integrate Fox's Marvel characters into the MCU, starting with the Fantastic Four, do you think Deadpool 3 will formally make the jump as well, or do you think they'll stay separate, and do you hope Dafne Keen as X-23 will be a part of the team?
Yeah, I mean, 1,000%. Dafne Keen is a fantastic young actress. Certainly, she was great in Logan. That's one of my posters I have here. I love that movie. Two Pieces. Loved her in that movie so much. And His Dark Materials, she's been doing really good work on that. The show, I'm kind of in and out on the show, but she does great work on it. And
Yeah,
you feel
sorry,
the
I
same
agree
way?
with you.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, my wife, we keep trying. And I know it's something that's, but she's great on it.
And enough people must be watching it, Brett, because it came back for a second season. You know, her and Ruth Wilson going toe to toe is great to see. And yeah, if you can bring Ryan Reynolds back to play Deadpool, and he's out of the Fox universe, why can't you bring Dafne Keen back? She's a young actress. They buried Logan. Spoiler alert. They buried Logan at the end of Logan. So she's off to build her own path. She's to walk her own path. And it could be kind of, what do you call it? Could be a bit of premonition or foreshadowing for Logan to say, don't let them tell you what you can be. You can almost say, don't let Fox tell you what you can be. Go and be something else in Marvel and in the MCU and under Disney's reign. So that's a possibility as well. Them opening the door to an R-rated thing is exciting on so many levels. Ryan, I see you chomping at the bit, so please jump in on this one.
I mean, I love Logan just as much as you, John. That movie just is everything for the Fox films and for Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. I think Dafne Keen, as much praise as she got in Logan, she still gets a little overlooked for how great she is in that movie. Because Hugh's the one who got all the hype. Like, this was his final outing. This was like an Oscar-worthy movie. And I really do think that she just does not get enough praise for how amazing she is. And as like a child actor performance in that movie, where it's probably one of the best we've gotten, I think everything's on the table now. We got multiverses. You know they want to introduce the X-Men. I definitely think they can make this work in some way or another. Although I will say, I think it's way more likely for it to happen in a Deadpool movie than it is in the normal films. But I'm curious, do you think that maybe putting her in a Deadpool movie, definitely more of a comedy, that could have like a repercussion on that impact that Logan left, that serious tone?
Yeah, I think that's certainly possible to have the mixture of both in Deadpool. That works, having her be a part of this. And certainly it kind of fills that void of a Wolverine type character in the Deadpool universe. So wouldn't that be a lot of fun and see the back and forth? Because like in the previous Wolverine, it's Deadpool trying to get the best of Wolverine all the time, trying to break him, trying to mess with him, whatever. What if the tables were turned and it's actually Dafne Keen as X-23 is constantly fucking with Deadpool and messing with him and trying to mess up his vibe? It would be a nice switch of roles, and having her do that, and especially as a young woman, having her do that to an older white dude. There's a lot of you can play with there. So to me, I love that idea. And also the father-daughter dynamic would be fun. Brett, has your daughter watched Logan? Is it too
No,
right
those
now?
are
Okay.
and my son wouldn't even do that one with us.
Okay.
But I definitely I'll go off of what I've recently been seeing also in His Dark Materials. I think she's wonderful. She's not the reason I can't get into the show. But I think it's great that that she's going to be in something again, and I think I'm excited if that would happen. I don't have really much more to say about it, but I'm glad you brought up the His Dark Materials thing because it's been bugging me. I'm like, am I the only one who can't get in this?
I know I'm not into a show if I can check my phone through the whole show and still get the gist of the show. I know that's not like I couldn't do that with Game of Thrones. Like the second I'd look at my phone, it'd be like something huge just happened. Rewind, watch it again. Alex, what do you think about this? Do you like her performance in Logan? Would you like to see her do more here, or do you think the MCU should just recast completely from scratch every X-Men and Fox character except for maybe Deadpool?
I think, I freaking love her in Logan. She's super fierce and she's so tiny.
Fierce.
But I also think that they're going to. I think they should use her kind of as like a placeholder because they shouldn't. They shouldn't recast Wolverine just yet. Just kind of similar to how they're doing Iron Man. They're not going to recast Tony Stark for a while. Yeah.
Right.
And so and T'Challa as well for other reasons.
Yeah. True.
But I think that like she is a member of the X-Force. And that's kind of what Deadpool 2 was kind of building towards.
Right.
And as far as like the tones, like the differing tones, like Cable was kind of the straight man in Deadpool 2. And so I feel like X-23 can kind of be that way as well.
Yeah, I like this idea too. I mean, could build towards that, could have her be a part of that. There's also maybe an outside chance where you don't even have a male Wolverine and she is the Wolverine of your universe, right? We're seeing this move. I know some people might get super upset about me saying that. There's no bigger Wolverine fan than me on the planet, but I also am not super precious about too many things in life because change is the only constant in life. And you look at this situation here with what they're doing with the MCU in this new phase, all these young actors coming in to
My
play
Spoon
these
is 2-bit donated $20.
Thank you, my
John,
Spoon.
scenario: if Finstock had to step down and you were forced to retire to manage the exchange, who would you aim for to fill your first 3 free agent spots?
Damn.
On the
Let me finish
spot
my
there.
point. And I'll come back to that. But let me finish. But you see, with stature, you know, they recast that with the actress from Freaky, Catherine
girl.
Newton. Yeah, your girl.
yeah.
You got too many girls, Alex. I can't
Yeah,
keep track.
Alex.
I can't
Yeah,
keep track.
true,
You got a
true.
lot of them.
Clearly
But
not
like,
right.
yo,
What?
and they're looking at Wiccan. You know, they're looking at all these young people coming in to essentially become the Young Avengers. Would it be out of the realm possibility to have a young Wolverine like Dafne Keen be the Wolverine of this universe and not necessarily do X-Force, but have her be part of the X-Men? That could be a possibility too. So I don't know. I'm just throwing it around out there. I know people want a Wolverine, but dude, it is so impossible to walk in Hugh Jackman's shoes. I know Chris Pine did it for Captain Kirk, and he did a really good job, and I really was hesitant on that one, but I just think this is maybe a step too far. No one they've suggested has excited me. No one. Absolutely no one. So
Yeah,
I
go in a
don't
different direction. Use her, and it's just I
Yeah.
think explaining how it would make sense. Because if you do use her, then technically you have that Hugh Jackman character in this universe,
Yeah.
and it can just get a little messy. But I think I trust the MCU. I trust the heads there at Marvel.
Yeah.
They'll figure it out, and I can't wait to see more of her.
Well, and look, people might say it's controversial. What if the love triangle still exists, where it's Jean Grey being bisexual, could be with Scott Summers, could be with her, depending on where her. I mean, we're all about being progressive in the world of entertainment, supposedly. So that could be something they play with. I don't know if Disney would ever do it, but it's just something to play around with in an alternate timeline that maybe could be the main timeline. You just never know. Any other final words from you two gentlemen on this one?
Brett, do
I don't
either
think
of your kids have claws? Like,
Yeah, I wish. Then they could get a job. What?
What? Yikes.
oh.
I have 2 things.
All right.
Should I actually start watching his Dark Materials, because I think it's like I saw it's only like 15 episodes for both seasons, and it's like relatively short. But if it's a slog, then I don't know if it's worth it.
Brett?
Yeah, I don't know. I was like, John, but my wife kept saying, "Are you watching something?" I'm like, yeah. On the phone. Oh no, they all have animals. They're looking at the animals with them. So.
On Golden Compass.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not like I don't. Yeah, there's something missing in it for me, but I'd like to see your thoughts on it. So maybe try one.
Okay.
But I'm not even to the point where I can say you got to get past the first whatever. I can't. I haven't gotten past any of them.
Gotta
really.
get past the first 14 episodes.
Or
and you'll be
14th, but
fine.
that 15th one
Is
that
a
season
woo!
finale.
How's my boy Lin-Manuel?
All right. I forgot he's in it.
His Dark Materials.
He does his thing.
Yeah, I might have been checking my phone when he was on. I mean, I honestly
That
don't know
says a
how
lot
many
right there.
how many episodes we've watched, which one we're on, and I was told that she's going to watch it without me. So I think she likes it. I don't think she loves it, but
I think with Lin-Manuel, and I'm not trying to be mean here, but with Lin-Manuel, you get Lin-Manuel and whatever he can do. He's not the greatest actor. He's a good actor. He's not the greatest actor. So he slides into the world effectively for the role he plays, for sure. I kind of connect it to like Robert De Niro in Stardust. It's that kind of thing where it's like it feels weird to have him in it, but he still fits in it, so it's okay. But I wouldn't say it's a slog, though. I just say that it's not as engaging as you would like it to be, but it's not a slog. I've watched shows that are a slog, and this is not one of those.
I'll give it a chance.
And maybe it does. I think if it had a book or something to read beforehand, it would definitely benefit from that. Because I think you kind of just jump right into this world, and there's not a lot of... I mean, I know they have some scrolling letters in the beginning, but who wants to read?
Yeah.
You know, wait, did I just say have a book and not read the beginning? No, but I think it's something that needs to have some sort of setup or some sort of thing that is a little bit more than what they get. You just dive right into it, I think, and that was the problem with me too.
Yeah.
All right, and my
I'd love to see her in X-Men.
Yes, X-23 or something. Yeah, go ahead.
Other question is, so I think she can be in the gallery of great child performances. Do you have any other performances from children that you would, or young people that you would like to put in that?
Yeah.
I'd say I want to put the kid from Minari.
Oh,
you guys have
yeah,
seen
okay.
that?
I've not seen
I forgot his name, but I'll look it up right now.
Brendan Meyer in the Schmoedown. I would
Yes.
put the performance of the kid in that as well.
He's a great one.
He's a good one.
I mean,
Brandon Hanna, a bit childish as well himself. I would put him in the go ahead. Yeah, what were you saying, Ryan?
I would go Q Wallace in Beasts of Southern Wild.
Oh,
That's my
yeah,
personal
Benzie
favorite.
Wallace.
And
Yeah,
I mean,
she's
you can't
great.
even just pick a name out of Stand By Me.
Yeah,
Honestly,
right. Good point.
it's-
Dakota Fanning too. Dakota, of course, people forget how great Dakota was as a child actress through all those films that she was in. Great performance. I even like, if you ever seen that Sofia Coppola film Somewhere, Elle Fanning is fantastic in that, and she's a young actress at that point with Stephen Dorff. Really good film that people should see for sure. You know.
Wait,
really
are we
good
talking
stuff.
about new up-and-comers, or we just bounced to older?
Well, you're saying young
anytime.
kids, saying young
Yeah,
people. Yeah.
because I really, whoever did Jojo Rabbit, that young gentleman,
great.
I'd love to see it. Maybe he's
Yeah.
done stuff, and I don't know about it, but that was an absolutely amazing performance. I think that.
Both
I
those
would-
kids,
I
right?
would draw
His
mine.
little
yeah,
friend,
yeah.
too.
One.
Yeah. His little friend when he shows up wearing the cardboard army, I just like, oh my god, that is
a great
hilarious.
time to be a Nazi.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. I've got to go home see my mom. I need snuggles. Yeah.
Oh,
So the Minari actor is Alan S. Kim, little
Okay.
kid, and the Jojo Rabbit boy is Roman Griffin Davis, and his friend is Archie Yates.
Yeah.
Archie Yates.
shout
That's a
out to
great
all
British
them.
name.
Put them in a super bad kind of a film, and I'm up for it. What?
There was a comparison video of them going around of them. They're pretty much Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. It was really funny.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, those guys are both. Archie Yates is just the perfect British name. Archie Yates. Hello, I'm Archie Yates. Bruv. Archie Yates, bruv.
Bruv.
All right. What do we got here? You want to do a little?
Yeah. Are you hungry?
Take it back.
Are you hungry,
Take it back.
John? I know it's one of those days. You know, I know. I'm getting pretty. I am
super
just.
hungry, Brett.
Oh God, I'm worn out. I went out into the world and went to Target the other day, and I was a nightmare. It's too much. The grocery stores, everything's packed. So you know what you want to do? You want to stay home and order some food delivered fresh to you. That's why you want to use HelloFresh. You get fresh, free, pre-measured ingredients, wonderful seasonal recipes delivered right to your door. HelloFresh lets you skip those trips to the grocery store, which I absolutely want to do for at least a couple weeks, and it makes cooking from home easy, fun, and affordable, and that's why it's America's #1 meal kit. Okay, so if you're looking for new ways to eat well in the new year, I know I definitely am. I let myself go big time. Get HelloFresh. They have nutritious home-cooked meals on the table, and it's never been easier, especially with low-calorie, vegetarian, and family-friendly recipes. That's a big one, too. Are you trying to eat more sustainably? Who isn't? HelloFresh is not only the first carbon-neutral meal kit, but it also helps you reduce your food waste by at least 25% with pre-portioned ingredients. Turn your resolutions into realities with low-cal, carb-smart, vegetarian, or pescatarian options every week, and no matter what you choose, every single recipe is packed with fresh produce sourced directly from the farmers. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I hate when I buy things and I have to buy too much of it and it goes to waste. It's wonderful to have just the right amount for every single meal you make. So, what you need to do is go to hellofresh.com/SEN10 and use SEN10 for 10 free meals. This is big, people, including free shipping. That's hellofresh.com/SEN10 and use code SEN10 for 10 free meals, including free shipping. Go do it. They're America's #1 meal kit. You need to get it.
HelloFresh.
Love it. I honestly do love it. It's so easy, and it makes coming up with dinner fun. And like, you know, we would never make half the stuff that we order from them because I'm like, I don't know, that doesn't sound like right up my alley. And we've had some great things lately. So that's what I have to say about that.
I love it. I love it. All right. Well, the question was, if I became manager of the Finstock Exchange, which won't happen, by the way, Finstock is feeling good and healthy. He is going to manage the Finstock Exchange. For those of you who've seen Spectacular, the Outlaw told you what was up. I am John Rocha. The Outlaw told you what was up. But if I was to take over, if the Outlaw was to take over, I have an identity crisis sometimes. If the Outlaw was to take over, I think I'd have to keep the Barbarian 1,000%. There's no better trainer in the Schmoedown, and you know, all these people crowing about their teams of trainers yesterday. It's kind of fun to watch so much between all these managers going at it on each other and the players going at each other. What you get with your 3 trainers in your faction, we get in one guy in Craig. That's the difference there. You don't need 3 people to train you up. Craig is knowledgeable across the board, and so he was great. And yeah, I didn't win a lot. I didn't win those matches last year, but I was competitive all the way to the end, except for that TKO match. And a big reason was because Craig is like learning how to train me to the next level. And he's been fantastic. So I would definitely have Craig as my trainer. And then I think I'd have to find a way to get some players onto my squad. And I would try like hell to get Ethan Irwin and Paul Oyama on my squad to be singles players and a new tag team. A new heel, brutal tag team, the quiet assassin that is Ethan Irwin, and the other, and Paul Oyama, who is, you know, just as chill as Ethan. So these guys, I would do the promos. These 2 would just sit there and just occasionally drop those bombs.
Johnny 5 for life donated $250. Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. I would like 3 impressions each, sprinkled in throughout the show. Also, John Rocha, you will rue the day you stabbed Dan Murrell in the back. You should have jumped ship and gone to the dungeon. Gucci sucks balls.
Wow. Jesus, Johnny 5.
Johnny 5 coming in hot. Merry Christmas.
Wow.
Thank you.
Who told you to speak like that? You're a robot.
Thank you for the donation. My goodness.
Yeah, and thank you. Yes, thank you for the $250. And
3
by the way,
impressions
Rocha
each.
is a different person. The Outlaw is someone else. John Rocha is this, you know. But yeah, the Outlaw might rue the day that he supposedly stabbed Dan Murrell in the back, or
Who even knows?
Yeah, or maybe Dan Murrell made it happen with his incompetence in the tag team matches. I don't know. I'm. That's what I hear. So, all right, where are we at? Where we? Oh,
3
nice.
impressions throughout the show is what.
Let's do it.
All right. 3? Oh, each
throughout
three?
the show.
Sprinkled throughout.
Oh, I thought I heard 2. 3. I only have 3.
That's right.
So.
Let me tell you something. I'm not signing anything. $2,000 checks for everybody. That's what I want. I'm not crazy. You're crazy. They're crazy. So I'm bringing you the checks. $2,000. You can spend it on whatever you want to spend it. Maybe you'll donate to SEN Live. Great program. Fantastic people on that show. That's what I would say. Alex Marzoña, he does good work. It's nice to see a young man doing the things that he's doing there. I like his reviews. He gets access to movies I don't even get access to. It's an incredible thing he's got going on. An incredible thing. But Ricky Rubio sucks as a point guard. I just don't do it. All right.
I don't think anybody should get any money because if they're not working right now, just get a different job. I mean, I know that maybe that's the job that you've studied forever, and there's not really much more that you want to do, but there's so many other options that pay less and that aren't available. Get out there, get to work, and stop asking for the government to give you money.
And once you're out there, you can donate that money you make so that a Mr. Robot can interrupt the show and provide more suggestions of what we can do. That's my Rami Malek.
That is good. That is really good. Alex, what do you got?
Working on it.
Mr. Robot donated and said, Rocha, please move on to the next topic or else I won't donate anymore.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well said. All right, let's move on to our next topic, Alex. What do we got?
What should our next topic be? Just kidding. Hello. We talked a little bit about it yesterday as a story broke, but MGM is exploring a sale and is valued at $5.5 billion, including debt. MGM has a film library. MGM has a film library of over 4,000 titles and 17,000 hours of television programming, including film franchises like Rocky, The Hobbit, James Bond, as well as television shows like The Handmaid's Tale and Vikings. Rocha, do you think a streaming service will buy MGM? Will they languish and their properties be cherry-picked if gone bankrupt? What do you think will happen to them?
It's a weird time, isn't it, with the streaming services and all this that's happening. And you ask yourself, well, who's going to be willing to come in knowing that you've got a seller? If you're in a market now where accruing content is important, but more important is accruing new content, creating new content. We're seeing people aren't impressed. People aren't going to put money down for your channel unless you've got new content going on there. So MGM, they've got certainly some profitable franchises in their history. Certainly James Bond, certainly Rocky and what have you. But where's the new content? No Time to Die is going to signal the end of Daniel Craig. They haven't announced who's going to come in as Bond. They haven't even announced if they're going to release this to streaming or put it out in theaters later. I know they're supposed to do it in 2021, but we don't know for sure. So if they're going to get it done in time, we shall see. But all of that, I think, is great. But it's not enough to necessarily hike the price up because people want new content. So if you sign the MGM stuff, then it's got to be, I think, with the parameters of you get to choose who the next Bond is, or you get to have a say in it. You get to choose if you want to reboot Rocky from scratch. Ladies and gentlemen, don't count that out. That is certainly a possibility if they buy this thing. Certainly Creed can go on his own. Do you want to keep Michael B. Jordan as a part of this thing? So there's a lot that can be looked at here with MGM, but it's content that's already been seen. So I don't know if the value is going to be as high, but certainly some studio will buy this thing up. What do you think, Brett? Any thoughts?
Well, I just don't know what this lion's gonna do if he doesn't have that
point.
job and talk. I mean, contrary to what Elmo says, that's all he knows. People, somebody please buy MGM and keep that lion that's still alive since 1924 alive. I don't know. This is another one of those. Yeah, that's right there. See. This is one of those business things where I'm like, I don't know, is $5 billion a lot? Is that good? I mean, should they? So sorry, this is where I just needed to make a joke and pass it on to Ryan.
Hey, $5 billion, it's definitely a lot. I think we talked a little bit about it yesterday. Thinking about it this morning, it's just crazy to think a studio as old as MGM, like this is one that was around, early 20s, like right when Hollywood was getting established, and it's definitely shrunk in size, and now it's way more of like a co-financier for a lot of these films. I think their bread and butter is a lot of their original content, like that they develop, and just to think that it's weird to think a huge studio, like which one's gonna get them? Is it gonna be Prime? Is it gonna be Netflix? That's a little sad, but that's where we're at right now, where it's either you gotta team up with some kind of streaming service to get your work going, or you're going to be bought by someone else.
Yeah.
I personally not rather have seen them bought. I hope they team up with a service and they kind of are doing their own thing.
Yeah. Alex, thoughts?
Yeah, I also hope they don't get bought out by a singular service. Like, hopefully it'll be like, they get cherry picked, like, because, they can, like, if Netflix buys them, they won't have to spread themselves thin with it, adapting and reinvigorating all these properties. Like, Netflix can get RoboCop, and Prime can get Pink Panther, whatever they feel is best with their service. And Hulu is helping with Fargo as well. Apparently, that's one of their TV division MGM properties. So, I mean, hopefully it's something like that where at least the quality won't be affected.
Yeah, all right, that's fair. I mean, it's all above our pay grades, right? I mean, we don't know the internet. Oh, hello, Kate Mulligan, ladies and gentlemen.
What's that called? I forgot. What's that called?
It's called
muted. It's called muted. Yeah.
Unmute yourself.
Kate used to do this thing when she was swimming, and they would pull their hair back.
Wait, but where's Steph? I thought Steph was going to be on today. I did this for her.
Oh, man.
I even secured it in the back. For the audio listeners, Kate's put her hair around her headphones. You guys, we got to save that lion.
Yes, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of work for lions nowadays. That's true.
Oh, come on. Yeah. Well, I mean, especially after Lion King wreaked havoc.
Well, they replaced him. They replaced the real lions with CGI lions. So
yeah. I mean, I think I meant to say, what's the guy, Joe Tiger? That's tigers, right?
Oh, that's
Exotic. Joe Exotic.
Where are we? Who's? Is that the door? Jesus, my brain is fried.
He's trying to get himself a pardon, that Joe Exotic. Correct.
He's not called the Lion King, Kate. He's Joe Exotic. He's not. He's who? What kind of an idiot? That was called the Lion King.
I'll tell you what.
What?
It is. There's no question that whoever called him the Lion King definitely thinks the movie's The Tooth Fairy.
Yeah. 1,000%.
It's funny. I was saying to Goddard, Goddard, don't go in on him about that. I think he feels bad. And then I'm the first one to make the joke. Sorry, Goddard.
So Kate, do you have $5 bill? MGM's up for grabs.
I agree. It's all of this is sad. I don't like when businesses, even if it's a business I don't necessarily have any emotional connection to, but I don't like when businesses get bought unless it's on the show Succession.
Oh. Correct. Well, you make a great point, Kate, because this idea of these businesses, these people selling these things, maybe they sense like there's not as much money to be made here as there was before, and selling their content, selling their backlog of stuff is a way to kind of get out before the stock drops too much.
$20. Thank God Kate is here. I've been so confused over here.
Speaking of stealing bits, everybody forgets it was Brett's bit first. Sorry, Brett, I stole your bit.
That's all right. It's okay.
Actually, your bit that was the funniest though was when you described the audio listeners things they could hear. You're like, for the audio listeners, a motorcycle just went by my window.
You gotta love it.
Who's on the chopping block today? Have we set?
We could probably reiterate them now, right?
Oh yeah, the goals? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So at the $500 mark, Brett's boy child is going to come in here and do certain things, and I don't know what it is again. What's he gonna do?
Oh, he's gonna go. Hey, and then he's gonna walk out. So I thought if that's not worth $500,
when Blake comes out, I'm gonna be like, look at your father and tell him you love him.
Oh yeah, that's the $1,500 price mark. I think these.
Tell him you love him.
I love you. Okay.
Okay, yeah, that's what Brett says. I love you at night, and Blake goes, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so
someday
what's that?
You might lose your dad, son. You tell him you love him now.
Yeah,
I know.
The pressure of my Christmas. That's the way to go. And then at $1,000 mark, what are we doing? $1,000 mark. If we get to $1,000, one lucky fan will be able to come in live with us and hang out with us for about 10 minutes at the end of the show, including with Mark Ellis, who will be in by this time. So if you're interested and you want to come on in and hang out for about 10 minutes and talk about whatever madness you want to talk about, donate, get over that $1,000 mark, and then we'll pick someone to come in live. We'll put the link in there, and they'll be able to be picked to come on in and hang out.
And
with
at $5 billion, we buy MGM.
Yeah.
So come on. Where are you, Jake Acabetta?
Oh my God.
Shout out to Jake.
Huge shout out to Jake. What can I ask? Is Mark Ellis not on right now because he was also raising his children?
What? I don't know what that means.
Is that why he's
an
coming?
inside joke?
No, that's it. No, it's about me. I always come on.
I see.
I've got my kids, so Mark also has the same situation.
I'm Mark's son, so he's not.
True.
But no, he's coming down in the last half hour.
Yeah, I think he's just, he's a stand-up comic, so he wakes up at like 11 o'clock. So
He's a special appearance.
Yeah. Cat.
We are.
Yeah, cat.
Come on. It's Marcos.
Marcos.
How do we decide who the fan is that gets to come on? Whoever puts us over the
Let's
amount?
get to 1,000, then we'll figure that out.
Okay.
It might be.
I don't like to plan ahead, Kate. I don't believe in it.
Okay.
Because you know
Whoever
what? You know what?
donates the most.
When you plan ahead, it
when
becomes a
whoever does
dysfunctional
most.
situation. If you fly by the seat of your pants, it's all fun and vibrant. You don't know what's going to happen.
Okay. Cool.
Fun and vibrating.
You know that as a mom. You know. That as
No, I've got two kids that operate very differently. One of them needs to be told. One of them needs to be told days in advance. Like Neil, for the past 4 days, has been like, so tomorrow is Christmas Eve's Eve, and I was like, yes. And James is like, it's Christmas now. I'm like, no, I'll tell you when it is. I'll tell you when it is.
Also known as Festivus today from Science.
Yes.
Oh.
23rd. So we are
Maybe
having
at
a
the-
Festivus episode.
Happy Festivus to the rest of us.
Ryan, maybe at the $1,000 mark, we also bring out the poll and we have some SEN live airing of the grievances. I got some things to say. For sure. So let's bring out the poll,
Okay.
so to speak. All right. Oh, we're doing.
Khaleesi? I don't know.
We can make.
It looks like a little. It looks like a little
800
hella.
people do a new hairstyle on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like a little bit like dance, magic dance. Don't I look a little like Bowie from Labyrinth? Alex,
Sure.
you with me? No, not really.
Maybe
I haven't
Dead or
seen
Alive.
Labyrinth.
For the audio listeners, Kate looks like David Bowie. Definitely, no question. Just admit, just go with it. No one's disagreeing with her. She definitely looks like David Bowie from Labyrinth. Okay.
You got a little Thor vibe going on. I'm not gonna lie to you. A little Thor vibe.
For the audio listeners, Rocha is lying. He's lying. I just look like David Bowie from Labyrinth. Okay, he's lying.
Nothing else.
She's like, I look like one dude, not the other dude. Okay, got it.
I look like the lady dude, obviously. Not the big, fat hammer.
I didn't say fat, Thor. It's time for androgyny. It's just Kate. All right, let's move on. What's the next?
I think you look like the Lion King. From that show.
All right, Alex, what's our next thing?
I really hope that was clean. I hope that was clean. It's time for androgyny. Okay. Kate, have you finished The Mandalorian?
I have not, but it's okay. I know we're gonna do a spoiler, but I think I also already figured out what this. If somebody was like, "There's a spoiler," then it's
donated
Mandalorian.
$20.
Thank
My
you.
daughter came in the bathroom while I was putting on a towel and she said, "Daddy, I'm sorry about your little jumble," and ran out the room. So that's how my day started.
Balls?
Wow.
Shrinkage, Jerry. Shrinkage, Jerry.
Shrinkage.
Your little jumble.
Jumbo.
Oh. Somebody, I think my dad said once, I said like, "I like your tail," and smacks it. I don't remember that. But
Don't remember that?
don't remember that.
Blocking that one.
Dance, magic dance. The power of voodoo, hoodoo, you do, who remind me of the babe, a summer baby. Oh my God, can we do the Labyrinth song for me at some level?
That should be like our 800 maybe.
700, yeah, 800. Kate does a Labyrinth song.
Okay.
Yes.
I like it. It's Christmas, man. All the doors are off the house now. All right, what's the next thing we got, Alex?
So, Kate, do you mind if we talk a little
Not
bit
at
of
all.
spoilers?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Sounds good. Yeah, because if you somehow manage to stay away from it for this long, turn around and look away.
Yeah.
The Mandalorian composer.
That's Terrible. Terrible.
I love Alex so much.
I do not co-sign that dad joke.
I
You should have
do.
seen what happened yesterday. Oh God.
no? What happened?
I mentioned I was on
yeah.
like Chris Pine. I was on the Denzel train, like Unstoppable, and then it just turned into a whole Denzel Washington movie reference
Riff-off.
pun game. Yeah.
It was
That's great.
we hit every movie. I
Wild.
think.
Wow.
Okay. Ludwig Göransson, the Mandalorian composer, talked about a score for the season 2 finale in which Luke Skywalker returns to save Grogu and friends, saying, "I basically wrote a new theme for Luke there because I wanted the reveal to be a surprise. I didn't want to hint at anything. When you see him show up in the X-Wing, there's electric guitar and a children's choir playing. Kind of sets the tone, then by the end, it's a nice transition from heroic mystery theme into the Force theme. When Luke takes off his hood, we all wanted people at home to stand up on their feet and feel this power. It was an obvious choice to put it in there at that moment." Rocha, what do you think of the score at that moment and Ludwig's work in the series so far, and your thoughts on the episode?
My pants explode.
Yep.
Dance, magic dance.
I like your tail.
Yeah, I mean, the score, he's been incredible over the last 2 seasons of The Mandalorian. And on the other projects he's worked on as well. He's just been phenomenal. One to watch. I know a lot of people are looking like Alexander Desplat or Michael Giacchino. For whatever reason, I feel like Ludwig's music connects to me more than any of those two, even though those are great composers. And I think he could be the next John Williams for Star Wars. Like, he will be the guy they turn to create some of these iconic scores, iconic iconic takes and whatever, and all of that. I'm looking forward to it, and I thought it was brilliant. And when it happened, the score was perfect because the choir, oh my God, that's when I saw the X-Wing and then you heard the choir, you're like, nope, and then everything's happening, and then when he took off the hood, you're like, just, you know, it's like the white redneck in the Dave Chappelle sketch. My head just kind of blew the fuck off. There was brains everywhere. It was so incredible. And Ludwig's score was an essential element of that moment, working as powerfully as it did. So shout out to him. What do you think, Ryan? Did you like this score?
Oh, they gave him the keys to the car this episode.
Yeah,
Like,
right?
He was doing like a dubstep song with the Dark Troopers, and I never thought that would ever work in Star Wars, but it worked perfectly.
Daft Punk, man, yeah.
Yeah, just like that. And at the end, it would have been obvious to go with the Luke theme. Would have been perfect there, but I think this was better. I think this served like a way different purpose. And it still fit in with the Mandalorian's theme. It was that rescue. It was everything from the title of the show culminating. What an incredible finish! Like, and then it was silent in the credits, which for all the other episodes, it goes right into that standard theme, dung dung. But it was so good, and it just left you speechless. Loved it.
I'm gathering that the spoiler is Luke comes. No, I'm just kidding. I knew that. No, if somebody was like, "There's a huge spoiler at the end of Mandalorian," I'd be like, "Well, Luke obviously shows up."
Duh.
So, question for you guys. First of all, who plays Luke?
He does. He was.
does.
It's
DH.
Yeah. Kind of.
DH or CGI? It's CGI.
CGI.
Right?
It's CGI.
Okay, did it work?
He was.
I've got to tell you, if you have a 10-year-old LCD, it works.
Okay.
You people with your 4Ks, you're missing out on a lot of stuff that's more blurry.
The moment. The moment.
So for me, I was like, that's pretty good. But also my son said it looked pretty bad, so I think it might be an eyesight thing too.
I would ask Watto. Did it work, Watto?
You saw Luke, but I couldn't tell if it was just like a picture and his mouth was moving or if it was Hamill. I don't know. I couldn't tell. I had no idea.
So then, thank God that the music worked for the moment, since the face didn't.
The moment worked, and I think like the first time you saw it, I was like, "That's Luke." Upon rewatch, I was like, "Oh, that's that's a deep fake, maybe not."
Yeah.
It,
Well,
yeah.
you also watched it 10 times in a row, that same scene. So
I did.
you're gonna start picking things apart the more you watch it. Yeah. Go ahead, Kate.
I was going to ask, so why does Luke never say in the, because this happens in between the second movies in the original trilogy, right? This
happens. This is a few years after the Return of the Jedi and before the First Order, Force Awakens. Yeah.
So it's in between.
It's in between.
Okay. I was like, so
we call these the Jesus years. These are the Jesus.
The Jesus years. Okay. For some reason, I thought it was in between the two, and I was like, how come we never mentioned to Yoda? Like, I met another one of you. By the way, there's more of you. Okay, I get it, because we don't see him interacting with Yoda in Force Awakens. We don't see him.
No,
yeah.
No. He doesn't even mention the
Yoda. Gotcha.
But to be fair, in the Last Jedi,
we do see him in the Last Jedi.
Yeah,
That's
I was
right.
gonna say he doesn't say.
With the
Hey,
ghost.
by the way, I met a one.
By the way, there's another of you.
Yoda, bruv. There's not a Yoda's like you.
What if he turned it around and Luke's dying? Goes, there is another Yoda, and then just dies on him. That would have been perfect. That's the way to go.
Oh god. Was it just me, or when the X-wing came in, I was like, oh shoot, those are the guys from episode 2 of this season.
Bro.
Yeah.
Bro.
It's like, oh, thank God they're back. Wait, there's only one. Hold on.
Hold on.
This is interesting choice.
Would you trust that guy to save you from those fucking troopers? I wouldn't.
All right, we see that you're trying to take this kid, but we'll let you go with a warning.
Oh, God.
Your name is? D Trooper? D Trooper?
All right.
Oh, but yeah, the score for this episode was freaking amazing. I want to shout out the credits theme at the end. The very Baroque Bach kind of theme style was amazing. Ludwig Göransson, I first listened to him. He was the producer for Childish Gambino and one of my biggest musical people. And they met. Actually, yeah, Donald Glover and Ludwig met because Ludwig was doing the score, the music for Community.
Yeah.
And then from there, he went on to help out with Chance the Rapper. And then, of course, got picked up for Black Panther, I believe. That was his first big one.
Yep.
And, Tenet. And, of course, he won the Oscar for Black Panther.
He was roommates with Ryan Coogler in college.
Yes.
So
Wow.
They had that connection there. By the way, yeah, Mark Ellis in the chat, and he just said, I'm going to cryotherapy right now and coming back to sing with Kate.
There you go.
Might be a duet.
That's why. You have to watch the gallery, the Disney gallery with the score, because it shows him. And I made my son watch it because I'm like, look, dude, you can wear hippie clothes and play around with, recorders, giant recorders, and
Totally.
be amazing. You can still dress like you dress now in sloppy sweatpants and weird puffy shirts. No, he doesn't dress like that now. But no, wonderful guy, Ludwig. I'm sorry to make fun of your attire. I know you're a big fan. But no, it's totally cool. I'd watch it. And he's got this room filled with, like, just buttons and things that he's making stuff. I mean, totally, what a job, man, to just sit and he's like, yeah, I just locked myself in my studio and just messed around with these giant recorders. And
wait, is that how he talks? I somehow assumed he was like, well, when I first came to work, like his name really makes it seem like he would be
point.
He's Swedish.
like
yeah.
he's just like a hippie.
He wasn't. Maybe I made him more
But I-
hippie-ish.
but I
But
first
I don't
came to
think he doesn't have a deep accent. I don't think so. I think it's pretty.
Maybe we should bring Ludwig on the last 10 minutes of the show.
Yeah, let's just.
I have a question,
I got it.
Brett. I shower every day, Brett, and I wash under my testicles. I wash everything. I am not a hippie. I don't like the smell of hemp. It offends me. Swedish person.
Let's just say he looks like he wears patchouli. That's all I'm saying. I mean, you could smell the.
You're saying he's got a
patchouli through the
hacky
screen.
sack somewhere? Is that what you're trying to say? He's got a
But-
hacky sack lying around?
Unlike a lot of people that dress and look like this, he has an amazing job. God, what am I diving? The hippie, come on,
Is this your new imitation? Is Elmo again?
there goes all our hippie fans. Oh, jeez, man.
Yeah, we lost about 200 watchers right now.
Yeah.
No.
I dressed and looked like this in college. I can make fun of this species because I was one of them.
Also, can anyone else confirm? Probably Alex, you're way too young. Ryan, you're definitely too young. But maybe Rocha and Brett can confirm. Did you guys have the Madonna Like a Prayer cassette?
Yeah, sure, certainly.
It smelled like patchouli. Do you remember this?
What?
No, I do not smell.
I
that.
swear
don't
it
remember
sent
that
it.
at all.
She sent it at like patchouli. Well, it was like I'm gonna look it up, or maybe somebody can confirm for me. Okay, let's see.
Did it
I
smell
legit
like
wore patchouli for a while.
Yeah, I swear
Yeah.
the Like a Prayer scent. Okay, I'll look it up. You guys keep.
No, we'll wait. For $600, we'll be quiet while Kate does this.
I just searched Like a Prayer scented.
Was
Smell
scented
of-
with patchouli to give it.
It was.
The initial pressing. I had the initial pressing of Like a Prayer on CD, cassette, and vinyl was scented with patchouli to give it the essence of church incense. She wanted to create a flavor of the '60s and the church. She wanted to create. I remember just being like.
So,
Anyway,
Alex, what would you scent your album? That's what I'm curious about.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Cheers.
Your salt. I do have a song called Cherry Blossom, so probably Cherry Blossom.
Nice.
ooh,
There you go.
that
Can
would
I
be
share?
nice.
Can I share my screen again, Ryan?
Of course.
check your tabs. Check your tabs.
Kate's hairstyle is making me think of something. Can I
Okay,
share it right now?
Go for it.
All
Yeah.
right. Here we go. All right. Are we there? Are we in this thing?
We are there.
Okay, hold on.
We
I mean,
are.
is anyone else seeing that? Is anyone else seeing that?
Is that from Amadeus?
My-
This Dracula.
Dracula. It looked like Salieri.
For our audio listeners, I pulled up a picture of Gary Oldman as
listeners.
older Dracula from the Francis Ford Coppola Dracula. So,
There we
it
go.
just
That's good. That's good. I wish I hadn't guessed that it was from Amadeus, but that's really good. But I did know it was scented with patchouli. Okay.
Yes, you
No
were
more.
right.
I like it. All right, Alex, what do we got next? Is that it?
That was the major stuff, but I did see this morning that Minari will be actually run as a foreign language film rather than a regular Best Picture nominee. And that's
Okay.
a little bit controversial. Ryan was saying earlier before the show that Inglourious Basterds was run as a regular Best Picture nominee, even though it was only about 30% in English. Now, Minari is a Korean movie, and it's mostly in Korean, but it is about an American family, about people trying to survive and live up to the American dream. This is just for the Golden Globes. I don't know if if the Oscars would necessarily do this as well. So, what do you guys think of the HFPA, Hollywood Foreign Press Association, doing this?
I'm sorry. Can you explain it again? So like
Right.
Paris, how did this relate to Paris?
So
Parasite?
the big
No.
controversy basically is Minari is an American produced movie. It's Brad Pitt's company. It's A24.
Okay.
They made it.
Yeah.
But like 60% or the majority of the film's in Korean. So it's being placed as a nominee potentially for it in the foreign film category as opposed to like the regular Best Picture. When a movie like Inglourious Basterds, still American-made movie, 80% of that dialogue is like German, French.
What was Parasite?
Parasite was a
in-
Korean film.
Yeah.
No,
So
but I'm
that
saying
was
what category was it put
foreign.
in?
Oh, it was
Only
in
foreign.
foreign,
Yeah.
but it
Okay.
did win Best Picture, so it wasn't.
But
It
that was
nominated
Oscars.
for Best Picture.
was
The
Oscars.
Oscars, yeah. But
that was-
you're
so-
talking about Golden Globes, yeah.
Yeah, we're
with
talking
Golden
about Hollywood
Globes,
Foreign Press, right?
Yeah.
So is this any different than the way Parasite had been treated?
I think it's different because
question.
Parasite is Korean. It's all Korean production.
okay,
Right,
okay.
It takes place in Korea. Everything, no dialogue.
I see.
minimal
But the
English
issue
dialogue.
here is that this was actually American produced.
Right,
produced,
right.
starring,
Gotcha.
etc.
Okay.
Who's starring in it again?
Stephen Yeun.
Stephen Yeun, right? He's talking about it
he's the
recently. Yeah.
biggest- yeah.
And this
Okay.
happened last year, with Lulu Wang's The Farewell.
Right.
Again, American movie. It's on Prime, and it was nominated in the foreign category. And I think, you could argue Golden Globes don't really matter as much as like something like the Oscars. You also have people who would just say awards don't matter in general. But the thing that makes the Golden Globes matter a little bit is for regular citizens, like the layman, they think of Golden Globes as the same thing as the Oscars in many ways. So that kind of gives them some kind of, they're notable in that regard. So what does win, what does get nominated can affect what they pay for, which makes it relevant for us. So I do think, they need to look at this a little bit. They need to look into this a little bit more. The thing that stands out to me is like Inglourious Basterds. It's the same exact deal, but because it's like all mostly white people,
Yeah.
don't blink an eye, and then there's just some kind of common factor here as to why this is also like the
Yeah,
farewell.
this is they're using Asian Americans that are speaking in a language that's not American or not English, and they're saying that's foreign. That this does seem a little.
It's a little yeah.
A little racist. I'll say.
Oh yeah. Okay. Woo.
Yeah.
There it
Because
is.
it is. I has anybody else here seen Minari?
No.
No, I haven't even
It
seen
is.
the last episode of The Mandalorian.
Yeah, right?
It is my #1 movie of the year so far.
Okay.
Because I see my family in it. It's trying to make it in America, and just like
Felt that way.
the
about
beautiful
the
narrative. The little kid is such a little stinker. I love him, and I don't know. I just fell in love with the movie. The acting is amazing, and I don't think that it is essentially an American film. So it's like I don't like that it's being considered a foreign film at all.
Dwayne Burke in the chat actually made a good point. So another weird little wrinkle here with the Golden Globes is it's called the foreign language film category. So that's more emphasis on like the language.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
that
But
might,
wait, here's the
Yeah.
confusing part of it, isn't it? The Hollywood Foreign, it's literally Foreign Press Association, right?
right.
So does that mean that the inherent understanding is that it's American and English that is the base foundation from which to delineate something as foreign? Or is there another language that they consider to be their foundation from which to delineate foreign, right? Hollywood Foreign Press Association, does that mean foreign because they're not American? Or does it mean foreign because they're not some other country that is the basis for this award, these awards? That's what I wonder about. Because if it is American, but it's an HFPA, it would seem weird to put it in the foreign press category. I don't know.
Right.
Did you get a hold of my daughter's Common Core math quizzes? Because what you just said just went way over my. If Cindy has a
That's
stack
all right,
of coins, how many coins does she have? What's a stack?
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Don't listen to me, man. Someone just commented on one of my YouTube videos. Rocha, you read way too much into the Star Wars movies. Yeah, my bad, man. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I should just surface level it all, man. Hell yeah.
Didn't
Hell
they?
yeah.
Well, and the Martian one as a
Oh,
comedy.
motherfucker!
So
Anyway, go ahead.
we're talking about that.
Yeah,
those-
totally.
I saw a tweet.
Right.
Let me read this tweet. An intrinsically American film about people in America navigating what it means to be American while surrounded by a bunch of other Americans in real deep America. But far be it from me to question a sacred institution that's about to nominate The Prom for Best Picture.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah.
Fucking, I know the Golden Globe's a doorstop. Like if I had one of those things, I would use it as a doorstop or melt it down for money.
Yeah.
Fuck the Golden Globes. An Oscar, that's got something. But the Golden Globes,
I
could
know,
care
but the
less.
Oscar, I think that's true, but also the Oscar feels like such a, it's like your peers voting for you, and I don't know, it feels like a weird popularity contest.
The
Like,
Oscars do? Yeah. Because
yeah, like I feel like
you
when
hear
you're
that-
like, Denzel Washington should have had a bunch, to keep on yesterday's topic, apparently, he
Yeah.
should have had a bunch of Oscars before he got one. Like,
Yeah,
what
I agree.
the hell?
Malcolm X should be Malcolm 10 times he's nominated for an Oscar. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's absolutely right. That's correct.
Yeah.
That's right. Is that what you guys
Yeah,
are doing
he's
yesterday? I'm
unstoppable.
trying.
Yeah, that's what we're.
Oh,
He's
oh.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And what are you as Prime Minister?
Oh, that's good too. Wait. That's good
Oh,
too.
that's one. We all have.
You
to
have
do
that?
several. Do it for a little bit.
I'm not saying I actually have one. I'm saying I'm just going to do my impression of Gillian Anderson from The Crown.
Whoa.
I
I didn't know we had royalty.
You knocked one off your list there. Well done.
also feel like I could at this point also be the Queen.
I loved your one about. Do the one about talking about your son as represented in the show, but in real life.
Oh, yes. It has come to my attention that people have been watching Netflix's The Crown. I would like to confirm that even though Josh Connor, who plays Charles, is attractive, my son Charles is not.
It was good, right, guys?
Thank you. They're all reading something. Maybe text
like-
him Christian.
They're saying quit. Yeah. Oh, I got it too. Tell Kate to stop doing that impression. Oh, there she is. We're doing more screen share.
Oh. Okay.
I couldn't tell the difference. I was looking at her and listening to your voice, and I was like, I can see it. I can see it.
Yes. Yes.
He's an ugly little boy.
Here's Josh O'Connor. He's actually really good looking. I should say, my son in real life looks nothing like that. He's a real combination of genes that have never been split.
All right, and
I would like to say it has been my honor to be kicked out of this parliament.
What is that? How is that? Now that trainer's being inappropriate in the bottom corner.
Ah, yes. Please get your phallic microphones out of my face.
Oh, she was so good. She was so good.
She was really good. She was really good.
Her slow fucking bow or courtesy or whatever, curtsy
Yeah.
to the queen, and that when they were about to throw down between each other in that episode, I was like, oh, this is brilliant.
You seem to forget. You seem to forget that you are here at my pleasure. So good.
Your Majesty.
We all have favorite children, Your Majesty.
Yes.
Forrest Whitaker in Rogue One. That's what I was thinking.
Don't get me started on him. Come to betray me.
I still have not seen Rogue One, but this is my best Forrest Whitaker.
The eye.
Oh, that's
sold it for me, yeah.
Rude. It's just rude. It's just rude. That was rude.
What are you looking up, Alex? While we're all here tap dancing around, not us, just Kate.
He's applying for other jobs.
Yeah. All right.
We're only at $389, people. Come on. We got $500 for Brett to come, his child to come in here, his boy child.
Yeah.
$800 for Kate to sing with Mark Ellis. Let's get it going. And $1,000 means one of you get to come in live and talk with us for about 10 minutes about what the hell you want to talk about. So please start donating. I know we're entertaining you, but now pull out that wallet, start sending in some stuff. Get us at least above 500, but we want to get to 800 to 1,000 today and really kind of start the Christmas season off great for SEN Live on Christmas Eve. Send it in. Alex, can I read a news story?
If you want to take my job, sure.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. First, here we go. Person of color taking a person of color's job. Listen, Marvel Studios announced today that New Year's Eve is going to have a 2021 musical show from Disney. This is legitimately happening. It's a musical event. Kevin Feige has officially promoted it. It will be airing during the Billy Billy New Year's concert, which targets a young audience in China. China is one of the largest box offices in the world, often outperforming the rest of the world for certain movie titles. So this is Marvel's push to focus on an Asian audience. Do you guys think this is a smart play? This will feature, Simlu's Shang-Chi. There's no news yet that he is going to be a part of this, but they are doing a musical New Year's Eve celebration for the MCU. Did the 70s holiday special not teach people anything? Is there a danger here? I go to my friend Alex Marzoña on this one. Alex, feelings about a musical New Year's Eve celebration with the MCU, specifically for China. What's your thoughts on this? Oh my God.
Thanos, give me that glove. Don't you dare snap your fingers.
Are you doing the lyrics from that song you wrote?
Yeah. Actually.
Way back when?
Oh yeah, Thanos is lonely. Oh my gosh.
Right. Thanos is lonely. All right, Whistler's mother. What do you think, Whistler's mother? Do you like this idea of?
That's what I was trying to think. I was like, I look a little bit like Beth from the original Little Women, or no?
Yeah.
Amy. Yeah. Oh, Joe, you're one beauty. What I would say is that, first of all, I hope it doesn't conflict with Mark Ellis's stand-up special, because Brett and I are opening for him.
Oh, nice.
Not really opening. He was like, if you want to send in like a couple minutes of a bit, that's fine.
It still isn't even confirmed.
It's not really confirmed, but he said I could confirm it. He says if we want the spot, we can have it.
He tells us something sometimes just to make us feel good, and
I
then
know.
we don't do it.
So that's the A of all. B of all, if it doesn't conflict, there are people whose entire jobs are to research markets, and sometimes those people get it wrong. and sometimes those people nail it. So I feel like I don't know what China's market is, and if this is a draw for them, that's fantastic. Then like that was I worked in foreign film sales for 7.5 years.
521 donated $100.
Hey,
I just wanted to thank you all for making 2020 more tolerable. Love all of you and the shows that bring us all a brief respite from the shite. Happy holidays.
Oh,
respite from the shite. There's a
Respite
T-shirt.
There's a T-shirt in that for sure. But like I as I said, I worked in foreign films, and like we were way over. What was the woman from Katherine Heigl? We were over her in America by then, and we just the market research said foreign countries still loved Katherine Heigl, so we kept putting her in these movies of ours, and they kept flopping here. So I don't know. I mean, I would hate to weigh in if they're saying that their targeted market is China.
All right. Any thoughts on this, Ryan or Brett?
It sounds like China was one for the money. Okay.
Yeah, that's the movie. That's the actual movie I was talking about.
Katherine Heigl film.
That my company made. Not my company.
I don't think I'm tuning into this. I'm definitely going to be watching that stand-up special. But if the market's there, I think that this is a really exciting thing. You know, Star Wars did a Lego holiday special, which I thought was really fun.
It was great. Yeah.
It was great. We haven't really had anything Marvel in a while. Like, I wonder if this is the longest time we've gone without some Marvel content, whether it be even just like a special kind of like this. So I think that this is a really good idea. It's kind of last minute from what I remember other specials around New Year's getting announced. Like we're less than a week away.
Yeah.
How is this not publicized sooner? Or was it? And John Rocha just happened to point it out.
No. They've been messing around with stuff for a while after they did their Disney Investor Day. Because remember, they announced Book of Boba Fett afterwards as well. 2 days ago? So they've got certain things that they're just dropping as they see fit. And this is one that apparently had been in the works for a little bit, but they didn't want to announce it at Disney Investor Day. Now Feige has officially announced it. Maybe they had to line up some things to make sure it was 100% good to go before they announced it. So they didn't have any egg on their face, and now it's happening. So I wonder about it, though. I wonder what this is going to be all about.
Probably like a pre-produced thing, right? Maybe over Zoom.
I would imagine so, right? But do you want to see this stuff, Ryan? Do you want to see like Captain America dancing around?
I think this could be really
Welcome
Yes.
to Asgard. You are here at Asgard. Why not?
I think it'd be really fun. They're usually pretty great with all the comedy in Marvel, so I think this could be really cool. Maybe promote a bunch of stuff that they got coming in the new year. It's also great to just see all these heroes on screen again. I don't think we'd get Captain America, but like even promoting like Captain America and the Winter Soldier, or getting like Chris Hemsworth doing a fun comedy bit. I could see them doing it all over Zoom and just making it like really over the top and fun, and a pre-produced segment like that.
Okay. What about you there, Brett?
I've been desperately trying to look up the horrible
Chris Taylor
one we
donated
watched.
$20.
Thank you, Chris, for helping out.
Kate is the
Continue
real
looking, Chris.
MVP. I'm here for the budding romance between Kate and Steph.
I agree with that.
I know. This was all for her. She's not even here.
We just
I
passed the
believe it-
cameo dollar.
Oh, we did. Oh, I'll warn him. But yeah, there was some horrible. I think it was a country singer. I can't think, but it was just like, oh, it looks like we've got some people at the door. Look, it's whatever Lady Antebellum changed their name to, so they didn't sound racist anymore. Like for real, that we're on. Is it Lady A now? I don't. It's the
Lady A.
chicks. But yeah, I can't remember what it was, but it was horribly it was almost so bad. I sometimes I enjoy those. You know who did a great one? Was John Legend. I think they knew they were being goofy as hell, and I had a lot of fun watching that one a couple years ago. But this was straight out of the 70s when everybody was contractually obligated to do it a holiday special. But as far as this go, this sounds like it's gonna be comedic gold or absolute trash. I don't know if it's going to fall anywhere in between that, but I'm excited about it, especially if Alex can be a part of it and help write some of the music.
Wakanda.
We're just doing
Welcome to
it.
Wakanda.
I like it.
All right, let me go. I'm gonna
Okay, he's going to go.
For audio listeners.
All right.
For audio listeners, Brett just muted himself mid-sentence.
Wow.
And I can clarify.
all
He's
right.
either going to pee, going to fart, or going to get a son. I'm not clear on which.
Hello.
Hello.
All right, where are we at next? What do you got going on next, man?
Let's get to Streamlabs before Ellis gets here.
Okay.
If that's all right.
I know there was
Yes.
also
Yeah.
I'm with you on that.
we do have there is one other story just in case we need one, but
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think we're due. We're at 11:17.
Is it that I look like Anne Heche?
Hey.
We're at hairstyle number 6.
Yeah.
That's great.
Hey.
For the audio
Go ahead.
listeners, Kate looks exactly like Anne Heche. Okay.
Yo, check it.
That's
Filthy hippie.
For the audio listeners,
What's
the
up,
filthy,
Blake?
look at Blakey.
Look at
Blake,
that hair.
Wait, can he hear us?
Yeah, I took it. I don't know if I'm creating an echo
Blake-
or anything, but this is
Blake,
my
how
boy
embarrassing
Blake.
is your dad? How embarrassing is your dad, Blake? I'll tell
Am
the
I
truth.
embarrassing?
Very much, yes.
Right. Yeah.
Also,
Absolutely.
how jealous is Lydia right now that you get to be on
Oh
the-
yeah, she's always
A
fine.
lot.
What do you think? You're live in front of at least 700 people.
Yeah.
Blake, do you like my Anne Heche hairdo?
Do you know who Anne Heche is?
No.
No.
Cool, Blake.
Oh,
Cool,
You
cool.
shouldn't. You shouldn't.
Blake,
know
do you
that.
love your
Grew up in
father?
Star Wars. He enjoys the.
Yeah.
And
Does he watch The Mandalorian, Blake? Do you watch The Mandalorian?
Yeah.
What'd you think of that last episode? You dig it?
It was cool.
Yeah, I felt the same way. Me and him were that close in age, Blake. We get it. We get it.
Pretty
I
epic,
respect
yeah.
it, Blake.
Blake, how did you think the CGI looked for Luke's face?
Not very realistic.
No, it looked okay. Shots. That was,
Did
by
you
the
see
way,
Rogue
whenever anybody insults Star Wars on the show, someone gets shot out back. So you just got someone killed.
Oh,
He's
okay.
got
to
someone
watch
killed. Blake.
the episode 9 with me.
Oh. It was a shrug situation. Okay.
Did
All
you
right,
see
I'm gonna
Rogue
let
One?
him end this torture, but I just want to say one thing. I love you.
All right.
Bye, Blakey.
See you, Blake.
I love that.
I like that kid. I
was
immediately like that kid.
scratching. She needed to be information. What's going on in there?
I like that kid, man. I want to take him to ball games. He seems like a cool kid. No offense.
He
Can't
stayed
take
in
him to ball
longer.
games. I'm in. Yeah, I know. He seems like a cool dude.
Yeah.
I think
Also,
I'm going to take
he's-
Blake on a new show with Blake on
Yeah.
My Channel. I think I'm going to do a new show with Blake.
It's called One Word Answers.
Yeah.
Whoever
Bugging
can get
Blake
Blake, whoever can get Blake's answer in more than one word wins the game. It's a game show.
It's
Look at
great.
that.
It's great to put him on the phone with like grandma and just like, yeah, thank you. Love you too.
Oh, man. That's great.
That was
All right. Well,
hardest.
let's get into some Streamlabs before Ellis rolls in here. And please keep sending in your Streamlabs and Super Chats and your Schmoebots, ladies and gentlemen. We're a little light on the Schmoebots. Come on, send them in. We got another
Davlane
40
again
minutes
donated
left.
$25.
Thank
Did
you.
you all
Thank
talk
you.
about the trailer for the History of Swear Words hosted by Nick Cage? That doc looks
No.
nuts. Should be awesome. Happy holidays, everyone. Glad to be a Patreon of a lot of people. Be safe, be well, and stay kind.
Thank you.
I did see a clip of that.
I saw a
where
clip
he's
of it, too.
painting and
Yes.
he reveals. Yes.
Yes, I did see a clip of
Nice.
that.
Okay.
I have no idea what they're talking about.
Yeah, he does this. The one I saw was he was like, it's the worst word you can use, but it also can be a cat and did it, and you're like, what is like? You're like, he definitely is talking about pussy, right? And like then like he goes into sort of like the background of it, and then like he reveals the thing that he's been painting, and it's a flower, right, Brett? Am I saying
Yeah,
it's like a
yeah.
flower, but it has the word pussy through it.
Hello.
It's Nick Cage.
Nick Cage.
Oh, ring light fail.
Nick Cage
pussy
in a clearly dyed black beard and dyed hair. It's kind of a must
Like
be a
a
new
Bob.
look for him here.
Oh, I was thinking like it was like a Bob, the painter guy. Shout out.
Bob Hope.
Like,
Oh,
I
was
thought-
that? Was that? Oh no, it was just like this really
Dark, yeah.
dark beard. But yeah, it was pretty funny. But I don't know what the whole show's going to be, or is it just little clips? Is that what it is? Is it just clips like this?
I don't
Or is
know.
there going to be actual show? But what
I'm
was
not
even the
sure.
question?
But I like I love linguistics. It sounds like it's a linguistic show. There's this podcast I listen to called Words for Granted, which traces the history of various words throughout and how it's evolved over time. And so this sounds like that show, that podcast, but with swear words. And it's Nick Cage, so why not? Give it to me. I will watch it.
On Netflix, January 5th.
There you go.
Linguistics. I agree with you. Cutting loose.
When's the next season of The Crown coming out, by the way? I just can't.
2022.
No.
Yes.
Wait, you have to wait that long for Diana to die?
Yeah. And you know who's playing Diana?
Wait, what? Right? Spoiler!
You know who's playing Diana in the next series?
No, who?
It's not Emma Corrin. It's Elizabeth Debicki from Tenet and from Widows. Yeah.
Because that woman in those first 2 seasons with Diana was immaculate. She was.
Yeah, Emma Louise Corrin. She was great. Oh my God. Charles been great. Joshua O'Connor. They're recasting everybody. You know that, right? Like the whole cast.
It's like it's the 2 year. It's like it's such a cool thing. I love it. I love a good anthology.
Imelda Staunton's coming in. Leslie Manville's coming in. They're trying to negotiate with homie from The Wire to play Charles. Dominic West. I think they're trying. Yeah.
I thought Michael K. Williams.
That's true. And what? No,
Michael K. Williams.
Williams played Prince Charles. Yeah, suck that, bitch.
Whoa.
You don't. Indeed.
Interracial, colorblind casting. Suck it.
Oh my God, oh my God, Dominic West. Dominic West is.
That's who they're talking to for Charles. Dominic West, Elizabeth Debicki. That's a hell of a twosome.
And what about Camilla? Who's going to be Camilla?
I don't. They haven't said, but Emerald Fennell has done a fantastic job.
Oh my God! And I also have to say, it would be amazing if it was just Camilla, like Gonzo's chicken. What are the chances we just get Camilla the chicken to play Camilla? What are the odds? Please.
Yeah.
I don't know the odds.
Okay.
I can't remember who's playing Prince Philip. But he's going to be part of this too. And they're totally going to keep like denigrating what's his face, Prince Andrew. They're totally going to keep taking dumps on him. So that's going to be perfect. I love it.
I love taking dumps on people.
I think he liked that, didn't he? Was he into that?
I don't know. Talk to Jeffrey. Allegedly. I don't want to get sued. All right, $537. Come on, people. Send that money in. Get us above 800 so these two can sing, for God's sakes. All right, what do we got, Alex?
Jonathan Price as Prince Phil.
Yeah, that's it. Jonathan Price.
Oh, he's so good. For those of you who don't know, he was the engineer in the original cast of Miss Saigon. Bloop.
He's also the dad in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yep.
He was also the husband in The Wife.
Bloop.
And of course, Game of Thrones as the second
Shame. Yes, and the Pope.
Oh,
the Pope. That's right.
Oh my God. Bloop, bloop. Okay, lots of bloops today.
All right, Alex, keep going.
D-Train says, I'd rather have X-23 solo movie directed by James Gold. I like to see her continue her adventure on her own. She don't need no Deadpool. Also, shout out to the Brooklyn Nets for their win yesterday. Our road to the playoffs and possibly a title has begun.
All right, D-Train. Yeah, they certainly stomped on the Warriors. Durant looked good. They look good. And Karis LeVert coming off the bench, who was a starter to lead your second unit. It's a hell of a team you got going there in Brooklyn. See if Steve Nash can coach them up and get them there. We'll see.
Also, the Warriors just look really sad without Clay and Draymond.
Yeah,
so bad for them.
Steph can't do everything, man. It just can't happen.
You guys, somebody's calling for you. Your name's Mama, right?
Yeah.
Oh no! All right, Alex. What's next?
All right. Hopefully this doesn't. Let's see. Hopefully this accent works. Ricky Rubio says, "It's cold in Minnesota. I get in the freezer to warm up." Is that a Spanish accent? I don't know. That's really. No. Should I just not do it for the next one?
Trying to do Minnesota? Is that what you were?
Spanish. He's Espanol.
Yeah, he's a Spanish.
Okay, because he donates again. Ricky, thank you very much, Ricky. I love your playing style. It's so cold in Minnesota that my nipples poke holes in my shirt.
It is so cold.
Sorry about that.
The nipples they poke holes in the shirt.
If he's Spanish, then it's Spain, right? With
the nipples poke holes.
Ricky Rubio. Big Black Steve says, anyone think Maul is coming back to Star Wars? I'd like to see Ray Park come back in some action scenes.
God, no! Enough! people were like, I don't want to see this person. I don't want to see Maul anymore. They ripped him in half. They brought him back. They killed him again in Two Sons. It's over. It's done. They tried to bring him back at the end of Solo. People are like, so it's, I'm like, to me, it's like, just
every
let him
time
be,
a bell
man.
rings, donated $20.
He's got to cut him off.
Merry Christmas and happy holidays, SEN crew. Much love.
You too.
Much love. I could see them bringing him back for one specific thing. Well, because there's that whole time period between Rebels and at the end of Clone Wars where there's Crimson Dawn. He was the head of some kind of of syndicate. They could get a little mafia with it. That's just not a priority for me, though. I think that's down the line when we're pulling hairs.
Yeah,
I could see it though. I'd like to see him one more time.
Okay,
Probably in Lando.
just keep Ray Park off social media. Anyway, all right, next thing.
Yeah, whatever. I don't want to get into it, but
Yeah,
something
you
was
should.
weird with that, right?
Yep. Anyway, all right. Next
He also
thing.
says, also in my opinion, without Denzel in Man on Fire in 2004, we might not have Liam Neeson in Taken in 2008. Respect to both. Stay cool, everybody.
Good point. Yep, absolutely. Great.
All right. The Yamagata 32 says, some good news, SEN crew. Both of my relatives who contracted COVID have been discharged from the hospital and COVID-free.
Oh, good.
Happy holidays, everyone. And Rocha, do you need an NBA correspondent for your show? How do you not know Ricky Rubio is back?
Because Ricky Rubio is 1,000 years old, and nobody cares, and he's lost in Minnesota. Nobody talks about Ricky Rubio anymore. But hey, let's see. I am considering it. No lie, I am considering an NBA show this season. I'd like to find somebody who's really knowledgeable about the NBA with a good following, so we bring in fans and bring in people. So yes, if you're serious and you're legitimate, DM me, reach out to me.
John 2020
got 100
donated
followers.
$20. Hey guys, happy holidays. Did any of you guys see the fight teaser video that Simu posted on Twitter? If the Shang-Chi movie will have fighting like it does in the video, it's gonna be epic.
Ooh.
Jeskuo donated $20. What do you all think about Harden visiting strip clubs to avoid playing for the Rockets?
Listen, James Harden is a dick, man. I'm gonna tell you this straight up. Like, he made Houston make all these moves and trade all these people and he made Houston work the way he wanted it to work. And now that he ran this franchise into the ground, he can't get to a championship. Now he's going to play diva and be like, screw the franchise, trade me to someplace I can win. They did everything they could to help you win. Russell Westbrook said that it was one of the most undisciplined places he's ever been, and that everything worked around Harden's desire to go out and party. Everything. Look, and Brad Gilmore will probably defend James. I can't defend James. That's ridiculous. It's like someone who uses you up and then tosses you out after you did everything possible to keep the relationship working. This is like, you know what? I found someone new. See ya. Peace. Bye. Get me out of here. So I don't like James. Anybody else chiming in on this?
Well, I was going to just say Rodman. I mean, everybody made consolation prizes around Rodman, but then he showed up on the court still.
Right. Well,
even if he missed a practice because he was in Vegas, he still was going to come back.
Rodman won rings.
They understood, and they understood that Rodman, in order for him to actually focus on basketball, he had to just blow off all that steam because he's an insane person. His brain doesn't work normally.
When he went running and when he went to wrestle during the finals.
Unbelievable.
My gosh.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. I wanted the Sixers to get him really badly, and then just reading more and more about his antics off the court, I just don't think he's a good influence on any team right now.
Yeah, agreed.
But he's one of the best. He's undeniably one of the best.
Absolutely. But look, Durant's won everywhere that he's gone since he left, like in Golden State. Certainly, I think he's going to take Brooklyn to the finals. James hasn't been able to get there. And until James gets there, he doesn't get the Rodman shine. You got to win rings. I just
think maybe a coach like Doc Rivers could rein him in.
Yeah, maybe. You might be right, but he's going to make it all about him. I hope you're ready. If you thought Ben Simmons was bad, you wait till James gets there. All right. What
about when Joe Theismann broke his leg?
Donated $25.
I'm just trying to get in the conversation.
Found out yesterday I have COVID, but I'm getting better. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. Merry Christmas, everyone. Stay safe and enjoy your loved ones.
Patricia Metz.
Thanks for the
Patricia. What?
Patricia,
well, I'm glad you're feeling better. Yeah.
Wow.
Sorry, Patricia.
Quick recovery.
We've had a few people in this community get it. It sucks, but they do get through it. So whatever they tell you to do it so you can get out of it. Don't fucking push yourself. Don't put in a bad situation. Take your time. We want you. So
yeah.
And also, I mean, I don't want to be the dick in the group too, though. But if they say like you need to stay home for a certain amount of time, you got to do that too.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't wish it on your worst enemy, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Speedy recovery.
Absolutely. Okay. What do we got next here?
All right, D-Train says, just a thought, but the real villains of Home Alone 1 and 2 weren't Harry and Marv. It was Kevin's family. His family is toxic, especially his jerk brother and freeloading uncle.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes. Thank you.
Now, how much of a coincidence is it that SNL had a sketch with the Pigeon Lady the weekend after Merle was, and we were all talking about Home Alone 2, and that he gave... maybe some of the writers or at SNL are stealing from us.
Whoa.
Dan Merle.
Yeah.
Did they actually? I didn't see the pigeon.
They did. They did a sketch with the oh my god, why can't I think of? She's like, what
yeah,
the best, and I
it
love
was
her.
Kristen Wiig. Kristen Wiig.
Yeah.
It was funny.
Yeah, it was hilarious, and that was the opening was hilarious. They did a Sound of Music, which I was saying I watched recently, that made that sketch even funnier too. They did one about, he says like, well, I just wanted to say thank you. Okay, bye. And she's like, well, you're staying at the plaza, and you got your credit card. You think you could get another room? You know what? I could. Okay, bye. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh. All right. Next one from
wait.
Mr. Anus.
Can I share the screen or no? You took it off again.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Kate, what do you think?
Of Kevin. Oh wait.
Man, you got to learn to open the thing you want to show first, Rocha. Always open.
Well, I would say that I love my Catherine Hepburn's not that good, as you can tell. I actually did for the audio listeners. My Catherine Hepburn's not that good.
It's a good hairstyle you got there. It's a Catherine Hepburn hairstyle. I like it.
We sit like birds in the wilderness, and I would say that Kevin's family should have, or definitely. Well, I would say they should have treated him nicer. That's all I got.
That's good.
Thank you.
Well, Kate Mulligan. Yeah. For all you old people in the crowd. All right, next.
Cancer.
No.
Gavin donated $40. Melikaliki Makaya Kaku. Just wanted to thank you all and the SEN/Schmoes community for being the shining light in this otherwise yucky year. I wouldn't have been able to do it without you. Happy holidays, mahalo and aloha to all of you. #Smash Cancer.
Yes. Oh!
Hell yeah!
There he is.
Ding 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 ding.
And gentlemen, I don't know who's this guy.
Marcus Jeffrey.
Coming to the stage,
Ellis.
Marky, you're muted. Just so you know, honey, you are muted. Do you have a Hufflepuff blanket behind you, or is that Wake Forest?
That is a Wake Forest blanket. You better watch out. You better not cry. We got 5 dudes and the evil mom from Hairspray on this show.
You can't stop the beat. I don't know what she sings.
Every time I find a
Ocean of the ocean and the sun and the sky and the
Marcus Ellis, we were talking a little bit of NBA. How are you feeling on the precipice of the season opening up here today? Yesterday, obviously, but today fully. Are you excited? Do you have a dog in the hunt? What you got going on?
I do have a dog right back there. You can see.
Oh,
Your Majesty.
I was very excited that the NBA was coming back, and then watching both the games last night, I was like, these guys do not want to be here yet. They don't want to start playing until February. And so luckily, I went from the Laker game. I watched the end of it, and then I immediately put on the last 2 episodes of a little show called Mandalorian. Am I pronouncing it right? So good. So good.
Did you like the reveal? We talked about it earlier. Did you like the reveal?
I had most of the events spoiled for me, but it didn't take anything away from my enjoyment of it. And I'll say this, if you're coming to this show and you're new, what I would tell you is this: The Mandalorian season 1 and 2, it's kind of like if 3 Men and a Baby was just Steve Guttenberg at the beginning finding the kid, and then Ted Danson and Tom Selleck show up like 15 minutes before the movie ends. That's what The Mandalorian is.
That's a fucking great comparison.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you.
On New Year's Eve, get tickets now. The Sean Healy presents Mark Ellis and Friends. Get your tickets now. If you liked that joke, you're gonna love the hour he has is an hour. I don't know, hour and a half. Okay.
Well,
all new jokes. Except for he's
minutes.
definitely gonna keep in the one where Ken Bones has a question because it's my favorite thing on the planet.
Did I not do Ken Bone at the Viper
You did.
Room?
You did, and it was only because I was screaming it into the chat.
Okay, well, look, a little trade secret of stand-up comedy is that if you want to do an hour, but you're not sure you can fill the whole hour with new material, or you want to save it for, when there's an audience, what you do is you book some of your friends to open for you, which is why I'm proud to announce Kate Mulligan and Brett Sheridan will be contributing to the show that night.
We announced, and then Brett quickly was like, "We don't know that's true."
Yeah. I thought you were joking. I gotta go write some material.
I told Brett and I told Kate that they are allowed to do whatever. If they want to team up, they can do that. If they want to do individual sets, if they just want to pop in really quick and wish everyone a happy new year, the bottom line is this: anyone that has done stand up on my shows, John Rocha, looking in your direction, is welcome to either do a set, to say Happy New Year on the show. So whatever you want to do, you can participate. And we also have the musical talents of, I want to get his name right,
Mandalorian.
Alex Mandalorian.
Alex Mandalorian will be doing the music that night.
Yay!
Nice, Alex.
Hello.
Nice.
Alex, I love that we were talking about this and you weren't like, oh yeah, also on New Year's Eve, I'll be doing the music on that show.
And now I feel like a dick because, okay, I'll tell you what, and all proceeds from the show will go to my son Ryan's allowance. So Ryan,
A lot of bells.
I love it.
It was very cool. I'm gonna have I'm gonna try to figure out a way to put my whole thoughts of The Mandalorian season 2 up somewhere. It's gonna be quick, but the bottom line is this: I love Star Wars, and I like taking my time with it, and so I didn't rush through this season. Clearly, I'm very late to the party, but it doesn't mean I don't love Star Wars. It just means that I had some other stuff going on in my life, and I kind of wanted to take time and have a relaxing. To me, Star Wars, it's almost like when people do mushrooms. Like everything else in their life has to be perfect, and then they go to the mountains and they just meditate. That's what I need my Star Wars to be, and so do that on the television with Disney Plus. I just needed this week to be the week that I got to experience it. And there's very few goats that will just do things emotionally to me. Eddie Van Halen was one of them. Certain characters from Star Wars are other ones that you are on the edge of your seat, and it makes you so happy and filled with joy and reminded of the passion of why you love this franchise in the first place. And certainly The Mandalorian season 2 paid off, so much so that Christian Harloff texted me at 7 a.m. this morning. All he texted me was, well, ? Exclamation point. And then that led me into me asking him, hey, did you get the pretzels I sent you for Christmas? No response on that. He instead transitioned into, do you want to pop on the show today? And I was like, sure. For you, buddy, anything.
Yeah, and then he texted me, send him the link. Make sure you send it.
Send him the link, Guato. All right, we got $668 rolling. It's gonna get to 800 before Ellis and Kate can do their duet.
Sorry, I gotta go back to my labyrinth hairdo. For the audio listeners, I'm going back to my very accurate labyrinth hairdo.
That's a Beauty and the Beast look right now. You got the little Ron Perlman Beauty and the Beast look there with that hair. I like it.
Tell us all this time.
I have to clear something up. There's a lot of people saying I hate hippies in the chat.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Ryan, can I share my screen real quick? I think you flashed it for a second.
Absolutely, share.
All right, let's see here. So I select the thing I want to share, and then. You think this guy hates hippies?
Oh,
that's the greatest picture of Blake I've ever seen.
Yes, right? Now that's what everybody was wondering if the hair was. I had the same hair. I had longer hair than Blake, and oh man, there must have been a flash on. That's why my eyes are so red.
Yeah. Also, Marzoña, you look so cute in that picture.
I know.
Oh, that was
Kate,
For the audio listeners, Kate just made a racist joke about an Asian dude behind Brett in the picture.
This was actually Japanese, so you're way up.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh,
Robert
yeah.
Yamagata. No, Robert Yamagata. You look
Dude,
great.
he had an off-campus place. Oh, it was so wonderful. And his girlfriend would make us food and bring out Coronas on a trip. Yeah, go ahead.
You're in college in this picture?
Oh, yeah.
Why do you look... I was like, oh, this is like they're 13.
No, that's...
You
I'm,
guys look so young.
I'm like a junior, maybe in college.
Oh, my God. Okay, sorry. You keep telling the story about...
like a
No.
young Big Shot.
It was the
Looks like a
coolest
young
place
Big
to hang out. And, stuff. We did stuff over there.
All right.
I'm going to stop sharing.
Yep. All right.
Thank you.
Mark, your turn. Share a college picture. Share my
Let's just say it was hard to get weed in Nebraska, okay? And he could get it.
All right, let's keep going with these Streamlabs and Super Chats as we got a glimpse into Brett's world. Alex, what do you got?
Yeah, I was saving this till Ellis came on.
All right.
Buckless in Seattle says, "Hey y'all, any NBA fans in here? I mean, did we just forget how good Kyrie and Durant is? They just demolished Golden State. Clippers beat Lakers, but it's all right. It's not like Clips are gonna get past the conference semifinals. Lakers are just tired. And Jamal, your Sixers are good."
Gosh, thank you. Yeah, they are. They're looking great. Doc
Jamal.
Rivers.
They're keeping that one going, aren't they?
Yeah, I don't know how to feel about it.
Sounds like I missed a lot in the first 90 minutes.
Is this Steve
Gregory
Nash's first
Jensen
year
donated
coaching?
$20.
Thank you,
I
Gregory.
just wanted to say happy holidays to the whole SEN crew. You guys have been amazing throughout the year despite all the difficulties with COVID this year. I hope everyone stays safe and healthy throughout the holidays. You all are the best.
Thank you, Greg.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is this Steve Nash's first year coaching?
Yeah, first year coaching, yeah.
Because I gotta tell you, I love him as a basketball player. I remember saying to my friend, I was like if you looked at Steve Nash, you would be like, what's that guy good at? No one would ever guess basketball. My friend was like, I'd guess tambourine.
I remember a couple of years ago, or a few years ago, I was coming out of the Fig and Olive. I was there with one of my ex-girlfriends, and we were coming out, and Steve Nash.
Wow.
Listen,
what a restaurant drop.
She had expensive taste. I had to save up for months to take her to that. But like we went, and
Tongue
Steve
Punch
Nash.
Fart Box donated $20.
Thank you
There he
so
is.
much.
You all celebrated 29 years around the sun last Friday. Couldn't stay
Congratulations.
and watch live but did get some well wishes from those in the chat. Thanks guys. Can I
Happy
get
birthday,
a HBD
Deontay.
from my fave SEN person? Rocha mind giving the floor to Kate. Thanks lol. Love you all.
8.
Curtis the Cine Maniac donated
my God.
$20.
Mark, you show
Curtis
up people
the
like...
four, you must keep one, rent one, watch one, once lose one, forever the Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin or the Lion King.
Keep one, rent one, watch one, lose one.
Okay, let's do Kate first with a tongue punch fart box wish.
Yes.
Hey, Your Majesty Deontay Winbish, it has come to my attention it was your birthday. Happiest of birthdays to you. You are one of the greatest guys, and I'm sorry that I used to call you Wimbitch.
Oh,
Well,
You guys remember when he told us that? What
Yeah.
people called him? Okay.
I remember.
the Iron
Was
Lady
it-
is
was it
thawing.
me?
That might have been on our
Sorry.
exclusive show, Kate.
Sorry.
I don't know if it was on this one.
okay.
Patreon exclusive.
That was fun, by the way. That was great being on the show last week with you guys. That was a lot of fun.
Ugh.
Oh,
It was
so much
fun. We talked about just the saddest, darkest.
Well, you never know.
What was before we get back to Rocha and his story about eating at Spago? What was the what was the Disney Mary?
Yeah, let's answer that one.
Yeah.
You go.
Sorry. Keep one, rent one, watch one, and lose one forever.
Okay.
Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, Lion King.
I know
The
mine.
Renaissance ones.
I know mine.
Okay,
Alright.
I'm keeping Aladdin because Robin makes me happy.
Yep.
I am renting The Lion King. I will watch Beauty and the Beast once, and The Little Mermaid and The Naughty Priest can just go F itself in the ocean. Never cared for it.
Yep, I think I might have to agree. Correct. I might have to agree with Mark, but I'd have to move 2 and 3 in reverse positions. So
Agreed with Rocha. I'm Rocha's on that.
Get rid of Little Mermaid.
Yes, we're all getting rid of Little Mermaid, I think.
No, we're not.
Okay.
Oh.
No, we're not. Some of us live that magic with their sister and their daughter.
Oh
so-
boy. Okay.
Oh.
Get rid of the little bird and I gotta get rid of you. Calling him whim bitch like that. That's 2 drunk Bretts, so does that count as the third?
Yeah.
I miss drunk Brett, man. I really do. I miss drunk Brett in real life. I miss.
It's called 9 p.m. to midnight any night.
I have a feeling that Brett, Kate,
just
and I
kidding.
are going to have a rollicking text this entire week. But y'all have families and kids, so I'm not sure how available you're going to be.
Well, I did agree to do a show on Christmas Eve if that shows how much family and kids means to me.
Wait, what's the
I
show?
love them, but they're not going to hang out with me anyway, so I might as well come hang out with you.
What's the show?
We're doing this one.
Yeah, there's a lot of votes. Everyone voted that they wanted to do it, and they were like, "Ryan, you're coming, right?"
Oh,
and I was like,
whoops.
I guess I am. I'm there.
Oh,
I'll be there
Ryan.
Christmas
Nice.
Eve. I'm in.
All right.
Yeah, I
well,
was
look.
a little confused that you agreed to do that. But did you feel pressure? Let's talk about this. Let's work this out. Send in your schmobots to ask Ryan if it's okay, if he can do that, or if he felt pressure.
Carl
I might-
donated $20.
Thank you, Carl.
Hi crew.
Here they are.
Kate is amazing. I don't
Thank you.
recall you talking about this. What did you think of the news that Scott Stapp was cast as Sinatra in a Reagan biopic? Total
Reagan?
garbage, and this is coming from a former massive Creed fan. I want to
He's-
know who owed him a favor.
It's a Sinatra biopic, not Reagan biopic. Sinatra.
Oh,
biopic.
it's the Reagan.
No, it's a
movie.
Reagan. It's a Reagan biopic. If you cast Scott Stapp
Oh,
in a Sinatra biopic,
he's
then you have
playing-
issues.
Wait, he's
just
playing Sinatra in the Reagan biopic?
Yes, he's gonna show up for a
Oh.
scene, shake the president's hand,
Yeah,
and then Reagan's gonna say, "Well, old Blue Eyes," and then that's the scene, and then we're done.
They're gonna hug with arms wide open.
Oh, boo.
Ladies
quite
and
a-
gentlemen, Alex the Mandalorian has just been promoted to headliner of the New Year's Eve show.
Woggo521 donated $100.
What?
Man, I sometimes forget how quick and funny Mark is. I will look
Yes.
for that show on New Year's Eve. Be safe all. Love you all.
Thank you. Waldo.
All right.
Because of that, what are the tiers here? What are we aiming for?
So 800, now that we've crossed it, now you and Kate will sing the Labyrinth song. as a
Curtis the
duet
Cine
together.
Maniac
Dance.
donated $20.
Thank you,
Can we
Curtis.
get drunk
you.
Brett as a mall Santa with Trump and Holly Hunter as the kids on his lap?
Okay.
That's a good one. Write it
That-
down, Alex.
Yep.
If we get to 1,000 before the end of the show, then we'll bring in someone live to hang out with us for a few minutes.
Then how about this? If we get to 1,000 before the end of the show, bring someone in, and then I will serenade them with a recitation from memory of my favorite Christmas poem.
Ooh.
Done and done. I like it. I like it. ladies and
Uncorrupt
gentlemen.
You really don't wanna-
Mail Main donated
you don't wanna sing with me.
$20.
Thank
Stop
you.
all this movie talk. We want the real answers. Who is going where in free agency?
Okay.
Okay.
That
Okay.
was also on one of the tiers, if I remember. Or it was Festivus for airing the grievances. I also think
Yeah, that's
about
right,
that.
right. We'll be airing some grievances. I don't think we have time to air the grievances
Yeah.
anymore.
I was going to say, do we extend the running time of this show?
I know, right? We're at 889 people, so if we get $110 more, I'll throw in the dollar. We'll get to the 1,000. So let's make it happen, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Kate, are you singing the Labyrinth song?
Or are we doing it as we go?
Yeah, I think we should.
We
Right?
gotta
Or are we
sing-
doing it all at
I've
once?
always suggested that when we hit the tiers, we should be rewarding them for hitting the tiers. But
Yeah.
Christian said
Is
no.
that what we're
we
supposed
just,
to do?
No,
think-
he always just had us do whatever we land on.
I'm not.
Oh.
Okay.
We're airing grievances.
No, I'm not.
Clearly,
I'm so
clearly.
happy.
Oh, that's all right. No, let's get Christian on the line. Let me pull him up. That's how we do it on the show.
Oh, I got him. I got him. He's
Ask
here.
him.
He's here.
Ask him if he got the pretzels.
Yeah. Hey, Christian,
Hold
did
on.
you
Hold on.
did you
He's
get
here. He's here. He's here. He's here.
Do it.
Christian,
do it.
did you get the pretzels that Mark sent you?
What? I don't know. Sadie. I don't know. I don't know anything in this house. What are you calling me about? This is my day off.
The pretzels. Mark had really he asked me to ask you if you got the pretzels.
Okay. Ask him to ask me to be on his goddamn show. Is what you should ask him to ask me.
He's
James Lavario donated
It's the dumbest thing. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
How much did you say?
What?
110. We got there. I will throw in the dollar for over 1,000. Boom. We are there. All right. We might as well bring in Lavario live if he wants to come in live, don't you think?
James Lavario. I
I'd
know.
say so.
Who gave the most today? That's really. I mean, I think it's
all right.
Wog.
I think we did. I think we gave the most.
Johnny Five for Life gave 250.
All right. Johnny Five. Are you still in the chat, Johnny
Johnny
Five?
Five
Do you
for
want to
life.
come in live?
But James Lavario's done so much
Can
for
you
us,
guys
too.
monitor the
is
chat to find out if Johnny Five is available or
BRB.
if James is who's the second? Who's the second?
Looks like
James
James Lavario.
has
Yeah.
given so much.
So either one of those two, if you are in the chat now, Johnny gets
Christmas
first
home.
dibs, then Lavario if Johnny can't do it.
Oh, so Mark, what are you doing on Christmas? Do you want to come over to my backyard?
For Dicky sausage, possibly.
Yes. Okay. That's actually what he's making too.
This is he really?
Actually, no. That night he's making this like lemon thing, but
A lemon thing.
yeah, like a
Boy,
lemon
me.
chicken with rice. It's very good.
I've had lemon chicken. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
I'm Spago over here. You complained about free food, but I'm Spago.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, if I'm gonna make a trip somewhere, I'm not doing it for lemon chicken. You know, like,
Wow.
I
Okay.
can,
Okay.
I can do sausage. I can do a hearty gumbo minus the shrimp.
Okay, so like if you're gonna make a trip somewhere because somebody's worried about you being alone on Christmas, you wouldn't eat that lemon chicken.
Alone on Christmas. I have Grogu back here to worry about.
Okay.
Gregory Jensen donated $20.
Thank you, Gregory.
Can I get an impression of drunk Brett getting kicked out a strip club for joining the ladies on stage? Can anyone do a good Arnold impression for the bouncer in this scenario? If not, just Rocha playing a bouncer is fine.
Rocha, after you were on our show, I really regretted we didn't have you as Roland the whole time.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Very true. Although I don't know if that would have worked with the stuff we talked about.
No, 100% no.
No, I was trying to kill myself. Anyway, all right.
So Rocha's going to be a bouncer, and now Rocha, you have two jobs. You have to kick drunk Brett and Dwayne Haskins out of the strip club.
Oh, okay. Oh, look, I don't give a shit about Dwayne Haskins being in that script, but what I care about is Daniel Snyder being accused again of another sexual assault. That should be the story everyone's talking about, and it's not a coincidence that they dropped both stories on the same day. That son of a bitch leaked that shit. You
Get him out of here.
Get him out, you little diminutive bastard.
And if I want to dance with these fine ladies, I can dance all I want. Because if you can dance if you want to, you can leave your friends behind. I'm left them behind. I'm on it. You can't touch me. You touch me.
Mr. Sheridan.
I'm
Mr. Sheridan.
I'm a preacher manager.
Mr. Sheridan.
Listen.
Get
Cinnamon,
off the stage.
Cinnamon, help me out here. You said it was fine. I could dance with you, right,
Mr.
Cinnamon?
Sheridan,
You
please.
did.
Get off the stage, Mr. Sheridan, please.
I'm not getting out of here.
This is the
'cause
best I
Jade
can do.
and
Please get
Cinnamon
off the
said it was all right, and
Her name is
and
not Cinnamon. It's
first of all-
Candy. You said it wrong. It's Candy.
Candy is off
Christmas.
tonight. Listen, I know the schedule of all these lovely ladies,
Yes, I've
and
seen
you're
you
not
before,
gonna
Mr.
stop me from living my dreams.
Yeah, get off the stage, Mr. Sheridan, please.
All
I
right,
don't want
but
to
can
put
I
my
still
hands around
stay here? Because it's Christmas
back.
Eve, and
In
I
the
have
back.
nowhere else to go.
you. Oh, okay. Oh.
Does anyone want to talk about Brett actually physicalizing? Get off me! Get off me!
Touch me. That's
Again.
that's the biggest drug.
Oh,
All
my
right,
God.
should we do it?
My,
Should we
my
do it?
favorite part about when y'all act this stuff out is who bails first. Like, who clearly doesn't want to be doing the bit anymore. Like, you get that look on your face, like you're ready to just yell, live from New York, it's Saturday night.
All right, who's we got Matt Hall. Is he who he is? Is that who that person is?
I think we're.
Oh,
That's who we have on.
All right,
on
let's
the
bring him
horn.
on.
Bring
Is that
him
the
in.
person?
Is that the person?
Is that the James
Is that
Lavario? Is that
Johnny
James
Five or James
Lavario?
Lavario?
We did message James Lavario over Twitter.
What about Johnny Five? Is Johnny Five in
Johnny
here?
Five is not set up. He did say
Okay,
to
okay.
go to someone else, but we.
So is
we love you, Johnny
Lavario
Five.
set up?
We are waiting to see from Lavario, but we need you to kind of give us a reply soon, James.
Yeah, James, get up in here.
Man.
James,
Come
get
on,
up
In
in
the
here.
meantime, Mr. Anus says, you can always rock me, Amicatus.
Oh, nice.
Wait,
Don't we have
what?
another impression,
Oh.
Alex?
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah, we
Santa
do.
lap.
Right?
Drunk Brett as Mall Santa with Trump and
Okay.
Holly Hunter as the kids on his lap.
All right, say hold on.
Here.
It's just 6 feet, okay? 6 feet. Now, what do you want for Christmas?
None of that is true. I'm sitting on your lap. Holly, please take it away.
Sir, one of the things I would really like this Christmas would be for this man to just step down from office, honestly, to just respect the results of the election.
You know, I would expect nothing less from a brainwashed liberal. I am sitting on this lap like I'm sitting in the office for the rest of the time that I want to be there. You're not going to drag me out. There's a lot of fraud, kind of like when you won the Oscar. That was a fraud.
Wow.
Ridiculous, Holly. You're no good. You bore me with your acting. Is anyone low ratings on her movies, right? Low ratings. Nobody goes to see her anymore.
Okay,
Do you
so
realize how little money I'm being paid to listen to you two right now?
and scene. There it is. That was a clean break. Brett came in with what's called the button, ladies and gentlemen. To see more buttons, tune in on New Year's Eve. Go to Sean Healy Presents Mark Ellis and Friends. I don't know where to go. MarkEllisLive.com.
Kate, can I tell you something about that Holly Hunter impression?
Yes. Yeah.
It makes the magic dance.
Dance, magic dance.
Jump, magic jump.
No.
Apparently, we had
Let
James
that
trying to come in.
babies
This
get
is
to
nothing.
do- Okay.
James
Okay, so-
Lavario trying to get on. He's like a few seconds out.
Okay, so he's going to
Okay,
come
perfect.
Yeah.
Wait,
All right.
so you're saying James tried as hard as Babe could try?
Exactly what I'm saying.
Right?
Kate,
I'm trying. I can't. I know.
Trying hard as we could try. Do-do-do-do. What's that part? And now my love is gone
Josh, you
and
donated
left
1
my
cent, donated
baby
$20.
blue.
Happy holidays,
Nobody
everyone.
knew.
And hoping we all have a much better 2021.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yes.
Maroon.
Yeah.
shall see. I mean, we've got a virus, so hopefully.
That was a
What?
very,
I mean, a
nice
vaccine.
thought, but it interrupted Kate and I's Stephen Eady impression, which you can catch us at the Treasure Island Lounge.
I believe we have James on hold, you guys. We're about to.
All right.
We're able to bring him in.
Oh, let's do it.
Right, you are, Frank. All right, bring him in.
He looks like Ryan.
Oh, Tito, I like it. Tito.
Tito.
Oh,
Oh my God.
Where's your
You guys,
face?
we're gonna see James Avario. I got
Tito,
it.
where's your face? Hey! James, we just caught you out of bed, huh? Welcome. How you doing?
Dude.
Not quite, but I am just lounging around on a week vacation for Christmas.
Oh, nice,
Hey!
dude. Do your thing.
Beard envy. God.
I haven't shaved in like a year, so
Oh, amazing.
I love it. I love. You look
that.
like an hourglass. You got the hair up there, the hair down here. Woo! That's a
James,
different
really?
hourglass. Yeah.
Oh!
Hey.
James, I have a request. In your older years, do you mind
Man
going to every
underscore
mall in
mountain
America
donated
and playing Santa
$20.
Claus?
Ryan,
I
what
actually made that comment myself.
Nice.
Should have dyed the hair all white. I already got most of the gray going in the beard, so
nice.
Okay, is your name actually James Avario, or is that a screen
yes.
name? It is
No,
James
that's-
Avario. Okay.
Nice.
Tito is a nickname that I've had for many long years.
Okay.
Pretty stupidly.
Sorry about the delay. I was like, it was Tito.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah, it's all good. My Twitter handle is Tito James J.A. Lavario, so
Nice.
most people know the two as well. So, but yeah, I just like supporting the show. I just joined in at the last minute and saw that y'all only needed 110. So I was like, hey, I'll jump in. I didn't know it was to bring somebody on, but hey, fuck it, I'll be on.
I love it. For the audio listeners, it turns out that James Lavario is the one that's been hoarding the toilet paper.
Look at
There
James.
is some, yes. Not
Just kidding.
hoarding it.
I'm not hoarding. I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. I'm teasing.
Well, you're
I
on
tease-
with Mark Ellis, James. Is there anything you have always wanted to say to Mark Ellis, or have always wanted to tell?
Well, I've actually met him in person. I saw
Oh.
him when he was in town right at the morning he did a Star Wars Force Awakens international trailer. He was in Austin with John Caparulo, which is the only reason I know who that is because I saw him. And it was an excellent show, and I got to meet both of the guys afterwards, and it was a blast.
That was great. That was may it rest in peace now, Cap City Comedy Club.
Oh, I didn't know it was. That's the only time I've ever been there too. It was just to see you. So
I think that they're now out of business due to COVID, which is a huge bummer. And shout out to everybody in Nashville, particularly my pals at Zany's, where a dump truck drove through accidentally, obviously, the wall of Zany's. So pretty much a big truck, nobody was hurt, crashed into the wall of Zany's in Nashville. So everybody's fine, but it's just like the craziest 2020 typical kind of moment you could hope for. So
wow. Very 2020 and zany at the same time. Whoa.
There you go.
James, are you surprised that Kate thought that James was a fake screen name when we have Mr. Anus and
that's his actual name, Brett. Mr. Anus is that guy's name.
Oh my God, wouldn't that be? Oh, isn't my face red?
Someone's got egg on her face.
It's gone my birth certificate.
Right.
In my defense, I also don't know like if James Lavario is like a character. Like I did not realize Ben Bateman's last name is not Bateman. That's after the character.
Oh.
I didn't know that until we talked to him about it. So like I didn't know if it was like if James Lavario was like a Marvel character I don't know about. So here we are, and then it says Tito, and I'm like, here we are, like, hey James, and one of you was like, oh, actually my name's Tito, guys. So I had to ask. That's all. I defend
Tito
myself.
is just a stupid nickname, so it's all good.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Are we close enough now that we can call you Tito?
Sure.
Yeah.
What?
Mark, you promised to read something from Mr.
Yes,
Lavario.
from Heart.
Would you like to read?
But I need my assistant. So maybe Kate could sing him some bars from a Labyrinth song she knows, and I'll be right back with my assistant.
Okay.
Man
Hey,
_
James.
Mountain donated $20. Got a new job and have been missing my little cliffhanger Rocha. I have gone unclimbed for far too long. Scale me for your Christmas surprise. And gotta know what's the best Christmas movie and why is it Jingle All the Way?
Look at her. What a baby.
Okay.
Molly.
All right.
Molly will be playing the role of my horse. Turn off that goddamn robot, because if it interrupts me during my Robert Frost reading, I'm gonna be pissed. Here we go. A 3. We're gonna do this like the Kate and I's Vegas Lounge show. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whose woods are these? I think I know. His house is in the farmhouse. His house is in the village, though. He will not see me stopping here to watch his woods fill up with snow. My little horse might think it queer. Hey, PC, to stop without a farmhouse near. Between the woods and frozen lake, the darkest night of the year. She gives her harness bells a shake. Shake, shake to see if there is some mistake. The only other sound's the sweep of easy wind and downy flake. The woods are lovely, dark and deep. Hey, room 316, sweetheart. But I have promises to keep and miles to go before I sleep. And miles to go before I sleep.
And I took the road less traveled.
There you go, James. Was it worth it?
Okay, bro. There you go.
Anytime Molly's on screen is worth it.
That's right. Well
God.
said.
We're still working on the dismount.
Well, I mean, look, you're on camera now with us, hanging out. Is there anything you've always wanted to ask anybody or talk about or bring up as a subject matter or anything like that? We are open to all of it, James. Oh, shit, he's grabbing a prop. All right, whatever it is.
Just unprepared.
Chewbacca, he's a 12-year-old Pomeranian.
Wow.
Had him since he was 6 months. So he's my cutie pie. That's my Molly.
Cute as hell. Holy shit. Chewbacca's his name?
Chewbacca, I think.
Yeah, short for Chewbacca. Yep. I almost shout out to the late great John Schnepp. I almost named him I wanted to name him Salacious B. Crumb because when he looked like a puppy, he looked kind of like him. So shout out to Schnepp right there.
Tito.
That's great. Anything I want to, I mean, I live for your impression off, so if y'all would like to do one of those while I'm
love
on.
that he does.
I love Deep State Elmo and Drunk Brett. Brett killed me with his impressions. He's the best.
He's the best.
No offense to anybody else, but Brett.
No offense taken.
Yeah. Shout out to Mom Sheridan as well.
Thank you. Oh, geez.
What about my mom, who doesn't know the show exists?
Yeah.
It's probably for the best that she doesn't.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. It is. So I'm glad we're.
Coffee would probably definitely be enough for her right there. But she didn't want to tune in any longer. So.
Well, my mom's gonna ask me why I mentioned I smoked weed after the show today, so that's gonna be fun.
Ain't no shame in the game.
Yeah. Well, they didn't think like you were a big doper or anything, right?
He was. He really, really was. He was massive.
So was I.
They won't hire you for any jobs.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate it. I wish I had more than 3 impressions. I've got to work on some more. Rocha has
no.
Roland, which is my favorite.
I'm still waiting on Rocha's Joan Rocha.
Oh yeah.
I've got to work on Joan Rocha.
Well, do you want
Well,
to?
I'll tell you one thing, James. I'll tell you one thing. A lot of people are saying that the hospital beds are filling up because of COVID patients, but that's not true. That's not true at all. It's a lot of people in the hospital for different reasons. They're just making it all look like it's COVID. And why would I say something and why would I argue that? I have no fucking idea. Why people make this fucking argument.
That's great.
Elmo, a rare moment of clarity from Elmo.
Yeah.
Elmo, I'm sorry to put you on the spot like this. Do you care to comment on the photos that TMZ posted that you were maskless in a strip club?
Here's the deal. If a strip club is kind of like a restaurant, you can't wear a mask while you're eating.
Oh no! No!
You know what? He had to. No. He had to. Brett had to do that because now his mom's gonna ask him about that joke instead of the weed.
It's called a redirect.
God. He had to. It's called a redirect.
Got a B-52 thing going on there, Kate.
Hey, James Alvario, what are you doing? Do you want to have me say something to you? I'd like to tell you about how I think you're awesome and we love when you donate money. Hey, James Alvario, is your name James or is it Tito? Those two names don't relate. So it's kind of weird that that's your nickname. That would be like if my nickname was Molly. How was that?
And Rome if you want to. Yes. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
I went for Fred Schneider.
Okay, I like it. It was good.
That was Fred Schneider.
That was good, Fred Schneider.
That was good. That was
you
good.
got to do the whole.
Yeah. I got nothing. Also, you know what else I had? It was a hard out at noon.
All right.
Well, thanks for staying on and make for tonight.
Oh my God, no, I'm kidding.
James, you're the best. You're the best. Should
James,
we wrap
you are
up
the
there?
best.
Thank you.
We can't do the Streamlabs. Well, the rest of Streamlabs we'll do. Winston and them will do tomorrow for a Christmas Eve show. We are going to have a Christmas Eve show, 10 a.m. live tomorrow on the SEN network. So join the rest of the crew there. James, any final words before we roll out of here?
Oh man, Merry Christmas, guys! I love supporting y'all. I love what y'all do, and been a fan for a long time, and looking forward to the next season of Schmoedown.
That's right. You better look forward to it.
Thank you so much. We appreciate
so great
you.
meeting you in person.
Get ready, James. The Outlaw coming in, setting it all on fire. All right, thank you, everybody, for watching this episode or listening to this episode of SEN Live. We can't thank you enough for taking the time to hang out with us, and thanking everyone who sent in your Streamlabs, Super Chats, Schmoebots, all of us getting it over $1,000. You all are amazing. We hope we picked up your spirits, put a smile on your face, got you going, or at least distracted you from whatever tough stuff you're going through, and maybe lifted up your overall spirit on this Christmas Eve. Thanks to Alex Marzoña. Thanks to Brett Sheridan. Thanks to my brother in life, Mark Ellis. Thanks to Kate Mulligan, and thanks to Ryan Nelson as well, making it all happen. And a special thank you to James Lavario, sitting in for all the fans who support us and are here every day. Thank you so much. Don't forget, 10 a.m. PT tomorrow. Back again. Winston A. Marshall hosting and having some fun with you all on Christmas Eve. Go ahead and join us. Have a good rest of your day. Be safe. Practice social distancing. Wear your mask. And come back and see us tomorrow. Much love. Peace.
Feel better, Patricia.